that looked pretty cool. It was called Viewfinder.
I love it.
It was this virtual reality game where when you look at things from certain angles, all of a sudden they become part of the world, like they become reality. So like
Right.
there was these like 5 frames kind of in a row, and each one of them had a different color. But when you looked through them all in direction with each other, like in line with each other, the colors all lined up and it made an image. And then after you unlocked that image, as soon as you moved out of the angle, it stayed, but it stayed in behind in 3D so that you could like walk into it. It was like blowing my mind.
That's awesome.
Holly says, first and only time I played VR, I was so dizzy after.
It's true.
It's gonna have an effect.
She like almost threw up. Hi, Nan. Hey, David. How are you, buddy? Did you have a good day? Man, you're always
How's
up so
Harry's
late.
voice on the stream, guys? Is he good?
It's
But not
beautiful.
Holly, only Holly.
Yeah, don't ask Holly.
Pokemon music is blasting.
Alright. See,
because
do I
it's
have
good,
everything
so-
going? I think I've got everything going the way I need it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, about VR. I have felt sick a total of probably 3 times playing VR, and usually it has to do with not moving the direction that the thing in game is moving. So if I am playing a VR game and I tell my character to walk forward, and in physical space I take a step backwards, I'm done. I start sweating and like it just is done. I have to stop and like take a break for a good half hour or so probably to feel better. And I once played one that didn't have any head tracking at all, so I played it and I accidentally like leaned forward while I was playing, thinking that I would be able to like look down kind of thing, and it was like, no, it didn't want that. My brain and my stomach were out of sync, and it was like, what?
You're very pale looking? What do you mean by pale? Do you mean pale?
Pale. You're kind of white, but
Yeah.
that's also your skin color.
Yeah, it might just be this. Boop, boop. There we go. Is that better?
My first is screen, yeah. I gotta get you up on that.
I think that's good.
Could you
right
turn
there.
down the music a tad, please? The Pokemon music, is it still blasting?
Is that better? Am I less pale looking now? David?
Sorry, Holly. There you go.
Alright.
It's so close.
There I am down on my Coca-Cola. Oh, you got a first-time chatter!
I do.
Kamore. Yeah, you do. It's a good thing I'm watching his chat, or else, you know, no one would be. Can't spell it, yes, better. I got you.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. Who is it? AK More 3 or Amore? Akamore. That's the way
Akamore.
they said it was
Yeah.
properly.
Maybe. I say a lot of things
I appreciate
incorrectly.
your cooperation and consideration. Can I go back up a notch on the volume there, Holly? And hi, Akamore. How you doing tonight?
Are we gonna get this thing started? Can you like, you know,
We
talk to
are
the big
gonna
guy
get
and then,
started. Oh, talk to the big guy.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for the reminder.
yeah. Hi, Holly.
I'm possibly one of the most forgetful people that you'll ever meet in your life. I'm good with AK, if that's cool. AK is fine with me too. I like it. No, leave it where it's at. All right. As you wish. I will. Hey, AK, thank you. Hello. I'm gonna talk to the big guy, then you can get started. But I gotta jab myself with some insulin because I'm not.
You still haven't refilled your insulin pump?
No, because I haven't got the supplies in the mail yet. I'm taking it with a syringe.
This guy.
What are you gonna do? All right, let's pray. Kill the music for just a sec. Dear Lord, we thank you that we can get together tonight and hang out, play some video games, and chat. Just kind of share how our lives have been going, and we thank you for Easter, the process where you died and were buried, and then rose again on the third day, and your blood paid the price and made a new covenant for us to be able to be with you in heaven forever if we accept your gift of salvation. So we just pray that we have a great night tonight. Amen. By the way, the pharmacy dropped off some more insulin for you today. Thank you. I knew they were going to, but I didn't know it was going to be Monday. I thought it was going to be Tuesday. It doesn't matter. I've got lots.
All right.
I did order my pump supplies this morning, so they should be here tomorrow, probably. So, I don't know if anybody remembers, but last week my game froze. And I was in this cave, and it was bad. I had to play for another. I actually skipped quite a few fights. I didn't battle all the same people to get back to where I was, because that's part of what slowed me down the first time.
Well, my headset's coming tomorrow, but I just realized my controller is wired and my headset wireless. Will it still work? Yeah, it'll still work. It'll still work.
Oh, I'm high. Wow, that's high.
So I've got a fun story about Netflix for us tonight.
Ooh, hit me with it. Unless you want to save it for later.
Oh, I'll save it for when you're done injecting yourself with legal medicine.
Thank you. A lot of people just say shooting up, and I'm like,
All right, we're going into the Safari Zone.
What? You're almost done the game.
Let's see if we can find a good Pokemon. Can you imagine if we find like a Kangaskhan or something like that? Glad we both went in the same direction with that.
What are the chances, though, that it would be the first? Do you get to get one from each zone in the Safari Zone, or just the
No, I am guessing it's just the Safari Zone. It's a Nidorina.
How do you not
level 30 Nidorina? Oh boy.
How do you not get into a fight with like a just low level whatever at like the front of the Safari Zone, right? Like the
ran
are further in the back, aren't they?
I don't know. I just got into a fight with a level 33 Nidorina and it ran away. I threw a rock at it.
I thought that there were different zones in the Safari Zone where different Pokemon showed up.
Well, let me check the app and see what it says. Because
Ollie says tonight for worship. Oh, go ahead.
It's a pretty good indicator of what you can and can't do.
Right. Ollie says tonight for worship. Can you play Refiner's Fire? My heart's one desire. I sure can. Great song. And Learn History and Geography 3 says, how did you become a Save Streamers partner? I messaged, who did I message? I might have gone to safestreamers.com and emailed them through there, or found a way to contact them through there. Or they have a Discord as well. Or I messaged somebody else who was on Safe Streamers and asked them to ask the people to get in touch with me, to connect me. I can't remember, sorry. There's a few different ways probably, but I had to go through a process where they called me and interviewed me actually on the phone, and like asked me about my beliefs and asked me about my stream and how I got started and what I plan to do with my stream and what
37
kind of games I play. I
think that's a good one.
It was like a half-hour conversation, I think, where we just chatted about whether I'd be a good fit for their team.
Very sad that I let that Nidorina get away. Not that I let it get away, but I, wasn't gonna. No more room for items? Oh man, I never thought about that. So in the Safari Zone, you can get an Nidoran, an Execute, a Venonat, a Rhyhorn, Nidorino, Parasect, Scyther if you're playing red, Chansey, Paris, Doduo, Kangaskhan, Venomoth, Tauros, Pinsir if you're playing blue. If you use a Super Rod, you can get a Psyduck, a Slowpoke, a Krabby, or a Jatini. If you use a good rod, you can get a Poliwag, a Goldeen, and use an old rod, you can get a Magikarp. Unfortunately, I won't be getting any of them because the Nidorina got away. Yeah.
I'm gonna. All out of, oh no, I'm not. I was gonna say I'm all out of potions.
Use the iron on Squirtle. All right, so here's my story. So, you know how I use a VPN in order to watch the Leaf game? Egg Bomb.
Yes.
Well, I guess last week at some point when I had my VPN on and I disabled it so I could watch Netflix.
Yeah.
I disabled it, but then I just went into Netflix too quickly and Netflix picked up that I used a VPN.
Oh no.
So they blacklisted my IP address.
Oh, I didn't know they would even know. I thought that people did that all the time.
Well,
watch Netflix from other places.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So, because I talked to them and it's like, yeah, like you used a VPN. I'm like, but I never watched anything like at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never use it to watch anything at all. So, but contact your ISP and get them to give you a new. Oops, I just actually threw a Safari Ball. I did not mean to do that. It's okay. It got away. Just like get them to give you a new IP address. And I'm like, okay. Oh, I found a Kangaskhan.
Thank you, Holly, for the sheep screen.
Goodbye, Kangaskhan. So, after I called Kojiko, I'm like, yeah, this is what they said. They're like, yeah, we can't do that. There's like, it comes in. They said
a new what? Sorry.
A new IP address. They said that it was like the IP addresses are leased and then like they're renewed when they're renewed.
You get a new one in like 7 days or something like that, or 3 days.
Yeah. So.
At least
So I talked to Netflix and they're like, sorry, like, you're out of luck. Like, it is what it is. And I'm just like, well, I'm paying for your service, like, way more money than I would like to. So I'm just gonna be not paying that anymore. Like, I'm gonna fix this myself and just, cut and run. So I canceled the service and then I happened to have a bunch of TV and movies on hard drives for inexplicable reasons. It has nothing to do with my VPN. Oh wait, up here. Oh, I have to go down.
Okay, Dinah. The fairy almost knocked out my thumb face.
This isn't the right. No, it's not the right one. Shoot, I went the wrong way. So anyways, and then I set up my old laptop that I was going to sell, and I set it up as like with a Plex server.
Yeah.
So now we have a Plex server set up that's running 24/7, so we never have to worry about it. And then any shows that we want to watch, we can just throw them on and not have to worry about paying for Netflix.
Yeah, I've considered Plex in the good old days. before I just started paying for streaming services, but it's a neat little application and server and stuff. You can like play it from your phone and everything, right?
Yep.
I think you could even I don't know if they use dynamic DNS or if it's just better to have like a static IP address through your ISP, but then you can like watch stuff from outside your house too.
They have it set up so you can remotely watch it. They've got that already set up. Let's see. Do I have that plugin installed?
Holy, the hot dog. Hot dog me and a cuckoo. Jack Sparrow gained 103 experience points.
I also have your stream pulled up full time on it, so I'm always getting channel points.
You're kidding.
I will get that dedicated channel.
I was thinking, how are you gonna get points when I'm not streaming? But you're not. It's just gonna always.
No, I'm just super lurking.
It's like a mega lurk. I gotta make a whole new thing. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to put a bot on your thing that will like exclamation point mega lurk when you're not there.
Yeah, exactly.
Auto chat as soon as the channel loads. So what was that, Renee?
You didn't name your news?
No, that was one of my first ones, and I did fail on the rules at that part, but Harry had grace with me. Oh, bye, Holly. Thanks for coming out. I hope you have a good night.
So about an hour ago, I got unbanned from PUBG, and I went to arena to warm up. I was on 20 kills, and was the guy in the team playing pretty bad. Then all of a sudden, he went crazy with the Cronus.
Is that Renee? It's Renee.
Classic.
And that is the air horn sound. Thank you, Tanya.
That's loud.
For dropping the air horn sound. 100 bits, subscribers only. Tanya's a subscriber.
No more room for items. Oh boy.
Why isn't she upstairs? I think that she is on her way upstairs.
What is TM10? Double edge. I got banned for team killing, but it's okay for him to use a Cronus. They'll be able to. They can tell when people are using Cronus. I just don't think that. I don't think that PUBG has implemented that yet. But I think Modern Warfare implemented it so that if you are using a Cronus, you're not able to play.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the hint game, ladies and gents.
Selected by ... the hair eagle ...
Yeah.
It's all about promotion. Ooh, I found a Carbos.
Sure.
Nice.
I'm thinking about going to the Napanee has a Comic-Con next Saturday at the Strathcona Paper Center, and I'm trying to figure out how I can go and not like be completely out there like shamelessly advertising, but just like wear some of my merch and print off a couple sheets of like paper with my stream address on it to like give to people if they ask me about my shirt or whatever, right? But like try and go and just kind of like mingle. I mean, I'd like to go just to walk around and see stuff, but also like a little bit of shameless advertising. Shameful advertising, maybe.
Where's the shame in it? I don't see the shame in it.
Well, I'm not sure. You know, it's an event being run by somebody else, and I'm not a person who signed up to go and do that sort of thing. So I don't know if they would have rules against like coming in and advertising your own stuff. Yeah. How's
the weather in Canada today? It was really nice today. Yeah, what did it get up to? Like 16 degrees today or something like that?
Ish, yeah. Somewhere around there. It was warm enough to go out without a coat, for sure.
Yeah, it was real nice. Did I go the wrong way again? I think I went the wrong way again.
What are you gonna do? Plant Stanley.
I don't remember I don't remember where to get surf.
Oh,
I know it's in the top left corner. I just don't remember the path.
And now you've got to like stop and battle a whole bunch of things that you can't even catch.
I know.
And you don't get experience points for, right?
Oh, it's just,
in the Safari Zone.
yeah, it's just little eye candy that I can't catch. Can't put in Pokeballs.
If you use a repel or like a super repel at the start of it, does it affect the Safari Zone?
It would probably, yeah. Then I would only get the really, really good Pokemon in there.
Yeah. Or at least by the time it wore out, you'd be further in. I'm so hungry, I just want to leave. What? What does that mean? There's food in our house. You don't have to leave our family. We have food. I just went grocery shopping.
No, I went the wrong way.
I need to get another screen up here so that I can see your stream.
Oh boy, how's Ireland today, David?
Read the previous comments. Oh yeah, I get you. I was just joking.
There's a Paris. It'd be Paris because it looks like a parasite, right? I found TM40. All right, we're making progress. Oh, I think I might have found the way. Ah, ding dong, time's up.
I'm killing the network, like the bandwidth on my laptop that I'm using to talk to you, and it's very like robotic.
Yeah, I just heard your voice cut out for the first time.
I guess I should stop watching your stream then.
Skull Bash. That sounds like a good one for. Oh, apparently a few of them. Let's teach it to Fox, I guess. Hey, Bubba.
It does not like being in the background.
Tail whip.
Junior trainer.
How am I doing?
Play hard.
Good.
Right.
Had a busy day.
Sleep even harder.
I love how when you go into the Safari Zone, it's like, would you like to join the hunt? Yeah. Yeah, I would.
The hunt for Red October.
Alright. This way. Down and over. Been job hunting, hoping to find a job that affords me nights and weekends off. That's the dream. That's what you want. Let's see. Let's use a repel. Nights and weekends off?
The dream's different. The dream's different for different people. Some people want to work like 4 10-hour shifts.
Yeah. 410s would be nice for some people.
Continental. So like 3 12 hours every other like 2 days or whatever. No, some people's dreams are different.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. You know, I haven't gone up here. Okay, that's because there's nothing to do up there. All right, back down here.
So I have a really interesting story today.
Good.
What happened to me today? So when I was in grades
That doesn't sound like today.
8, no. Okay. No. Now you're just messing with me.
Just trying to get the facts straight.
I went to a school in a place called Bolton, Ontario.
I've been there, I think.
Between grades 8 through 10-ish, 10 and a half.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Napanee. But the other day, actually for a while, like off and on, I just have these thoughts about like I wonder what it's like there now, or like I wonder how the people are that I went to school with and stuff like that.
Those are intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, super intrusive thoughts. But I was bullied quite a bit when I went to that school, and so I'm more just curious about like the nice people that I knew and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, so I was thinking the other day, I was like, it was like 2 days ago. I wonder, because I have a terrible memory, so I remember people and how they were and what they looked like, but nobody's names. I don't remember like any names.
Right.
Even like my best friend, I can remember his first name, but not his last name. Anyway, I was thinking like, I wonder how they would react at the school if someone showed up and said, can I come in and go to your library and like take a look at your old yearbooks? Because I also don't have many, if any photos of myself from that time period. And so I thought it would be cool to see like if I was in the yearbook and stuff like that. And then I thought they probably think that I'm
you're a
some sort of crazy
pedophile.
person going to make a list of like people that wronged me when I went to school there or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Some sort of
But I'm
death
having those
notebook.
intrusive thoughts, right? What did you say, Harry? I didn't hear it.
Said some sort of death notebook.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, anyway, I just thought I was thinking about that. And then so randomly today, a guy messaged me. No, he sent me a friend request, and I was like, I don't recognize this person, but again, terrible with names. So I messaged him. I said, hey, do we know each other? Because I'm awful with people's names.
Yeah.
So if we do know each other, I'm really sorry, but I just don't remember where I know you from. And he said, oh yeah, no. You and I both went to Humberview School and had some classes together. And I just thought I'd send you a friend request. And I was like, oh.
Uh-huh.
And so I told him, I was like, this is crazy because like 2 days ago, I was thinking about the school and thinking about people I knew from there and stuff like that. And I said, so this is like just crazy random. He's like, no, your name just popped into my head. And he's like, I don't know why, because we don't have any mutual friends. I don't think we were friends when we went to that school. We don't know any of the same people. And so I was like, okay, well, like, I don't believe things happen for no reason. Like maybe there was something we're supposed to chat about.
Yeah.
And I said, I think God uses everything and works everything out in some way. So I was like, maybe it might have been that we only just started chatting with each other so that you could tell me the names of a bunch of people that I can't remember the names of. And we had like, we talked all day and I kept like listing off people and he'd be like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. I was like, oh, I knew this guy who had like an afro haircut and he was really into Warhammer. And he's like, oh, that's Steve such and such. And I was like, what? And I was like, and there was these two twin girls that were in a lot of our classes. He's like, oh yeah, Steph and Jess. I was like, what? And then he told me the name of a teacher that I couldn't remember that I really liked in school, who was a history teacher, and like just all these things. And I was like, this is crazy. How do you remember this stuff? He's like, I have like a steel trap for like memory. He's like, which is good and bad. He's like, I've done some things in life that I wish I didn't remember. And I'm like, I hear you.
Yeah,
Everybody
exactly. Double-edged sword there.
But I thought it was really neat. So I told him about the stream and he dropped a follow earlier.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. So, yeah, we've been chatting quite a bit about school and stuff and people that I remember. But I was like, actually, it's funny because in my chat, let me pull it out here and read it, because I said that thing about God. Let me see. Yeah, he said, honestly, it's the weirdest thing. Your name just popped into my head this morning out of nowhere. I said, that's awesome. I've been thinking a lot about Bolton and the school and the people there for like a week. Maybe there's something we're meant to discuss. God's got a plan for everything. And then he said, well, it must be a sign from God or something. We went to the same school and have 0 mutual friends, so you wouldn't have come up in my people I know list on Facebook. I deliberately searched for you and found your dad, then your wife, then you. It was a process. I couldn't agree more. He says, I didn't see your message about God before I typed mine and sent mine. which I think is really cool. We're in the same place with our messages. I do believe everything happens for a reason, and just kind of like chatted more about stuff from there. But I was telling him about a guy I got in a fight with at school, who I also thought might have been named Rob, and I was like, I hope it wasn't you, and I'm sorry if it was, but I had a lot of built up anger from being bullied a lot, and I lashed out at like the last straw was when a guy took my backpack one day and threw it in the garbage can. And I was like, that's it, outside after school we're fighting, and like we went out and fought, and I totally lost, but I got a couple good shots in and I felt good about standing up for myself. But I was like, now I definitely like try to teach my kids to use their words. And he's like, that's the way to go.
Oh man.
But,
that's really cool though. It's 20 degrees for 4 hours and the rest of the day was heavy rain. I hate heavy rains, man. Used to love them. In this summer when it cuts the humidity, it's a really, really nice feeling, but the rain just like drives my head nuts. It'll give me a migraine really, really easily. When I'm driving and it's raining, if I can't get the music loud enough to sort of cut out the
sound of the rain.
The sound of the rain, I have to put my noise canceling headphones in.
Oh, really?
Yep. Else I get a migraine while I'm driving.
I don't like raining on people's parades. I don't like driving when it's raining super hard, and especially at night, because then I can't see the lines on the road and it drives me insane.
Yeah, I get that.
I'll slow down on the highway to like 80 or 90 because I'm just like, I want to make sure I'm staying in the lane.
Yeah, we don't need double edge. Double edge is not a good move for a Nuzlocke run.
Jen says I've totally had to do that before with music, but I would think that the music would be almost as bad, I guess. But
no, it's because it's like a monotonous. It's the same thing.
Right.
Like it's like ambient, like an ambient tone.
Mm.
That is just it's just too much for me. Like white noise for me is
awful.
Yeah, it'll give me a migraine. Like when we had the baby monitor in our room, I slept with headphones in full time.
Aren't noise canceling headphones amazing though?
Oh yeah, they're amazing. Like I've got these Google Pixel Buds, the Pros that just came out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they've changed my life for a lot of things. Like they're amazing.
I have a couple of just kind of cheaper from Amazon and from Walmart noise canceling headphones, but still, like when you're sitting around the house and you can hear, and you don't even necessarily realize it at first, but you can hear like the noise from the fridge and the air conditioning and just noise, just white noise, and then you put the noise canceling on and hit it, and it all just disappears silent, and I'm like, what?
Gone.
Driving in the rain drives you insane. Did you realize? Yes, thank you, typical gamer. That is an excellent thing to point out. Whoa, Tanya says, using your own words, yes, but you do need to stand up for yourself. Maybe not calling them out to fight. But my brother was bullied for a long time, and it wasn't until he stood up for himself and tripped one of the bullies or something that they told the teacher, who knew what they had been doing, and she said, I didn't see a thing, and they stopped after that. But maybe a combo of him standing up. So
I had an employer call me today and had to go in for an in-person interview tomorrow. Well, good luck with your interview tomorrow, Bubba. Sorry I didn't see your comment.
Yeah, I think it is important, and I mean, growing up, it's only recently that like the using your words kind of thing has become more prevalent to me. Like when I was growing up, I would have thought that if somebody's bullying you, challenging them to a fight was the way to go. Hey, Cuss Daddy, long time no see. How you doing? That's kind of the mentality that I had been, I feel like, instilled with. I'm not necessarily told that directly, but I know that in situations I had heard stories from people who I'm not going to name where they were being wronged, and the solution to the problem that seemed to work was punching the person. And I'm not saying to go and do that, because it's definitely not the way to go, but I guess there's some situations where it works, or maybe some people only understand violence, which is crazy, but not crazy, I shouldn't say that, it's not, but you know what I mean. I don't know.
See, in my experience, whenever I had to deal with a bully, at least when I was younger, when I was older, I just ignored them and tried to avoid contact with them in general. Stuff I knew it was going to be a bad day, I just tried to avoid going to school. But
Yeah.
anyways, when I was, say, at Cornerstone, there's one very specific instance. I ended up getting an in-school suspension for it. I had someone else do my dirty work for me.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah, and they're in your chat right now. And I don't even know if he remembers it, but it was a long time ago.
I told this story before.
Yeah, it's a funny one, but yeah. The only reason why I got the in-school suspension is because my mom made me go and be like, yeah, I told him to go fight him. It's the only reason.
Yeah, Tanya says, or more like just if they are getting physical with you to protect and stand up for yourself. The main source of bullying for me in high school was like physical, like things like getting shoved or tripped or having my things taken from me. One guy hit me over the head with a ruler that had a metal, you know, those wooden rulers that have the metal edge on the edge? Like hit me over the top of the head with like the metal edge, and my head was bleeding, and the teacher didn't do anything about it. And so when I say like I had anger building up, it was a bit from like name calling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that stuff kind of rolls off my back because I can mostly ignore it. But like a combination of that and just like physically being like punished over and over again, I was like at my wit's end, and this guy seemed like a guy I might be able to at least like go toe to toe with. There was some bigger guys that bullied me that I wouldn't ever have dreamed of saying like, oh yeah, let's go out and fight, right? Like,
yeah,
I knew my limitations. I was like, at least with this guy we're about the same size, so maybe I can just like stand up and maybe put a stop to this. So I challenged the guy to fight, and it was wrong. I shouldn't. But yeah, definitely the way to go is your words, people. Use your words. Don't fight with people. It's not nice.
Trying to remember who I battled and who I didn't last week. I have to go back and fight the one gym. Brian's here.
Even the ones that aren't. Hey Brian, how's it going? Scott found Max Ether. Isn't this where you can catch a Dratini?
Where?
Outside the cave to Lavender. Isn't there a little bit of water there?
I have never seen. I don't think so.
Jack salted again.
Assaulted?
Maybe not as a younger sister punching out a tooth of your older brother's bully. Ooh. Jack assaulted somebody?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Saluted. Jack saluted when he heard the music.
That's great.
Maybe that's why I didn't get bullied. They knew not to mess with you. I did throughout my school career. Actually stood up to a few different bullies, but they were all at different schools. I've never been a words guy. I was more of an action kind of guy, says Brian. When I was in like grade 3, there was this girl that was in like grade 6 that kept bothering me and like bullying. And one day she got right in my face and she was screaming at me, and I just hit her in the face and then ran away. And she was like, she had this like gang of girls, and she was like, get them, and I like ran inside the school, and then they couldn't do anything. But I didn't, at grade 3, I didn't know how to handle things. I was like, this person's bothering me, so I guess I'll hit them. Which again, I keep laughing at it, but it's not good. Don't do it.
When I was in grade 1, I had a crush on a girl, and she was picking on me.
This is going.
So maybe she had a crush on me too. I don't know. Doubt it.
Maybe.
But anyway, so I was playing during recess, and this one kid who I don't know how I ended up playing with him at recess, because he wasn't my normal friend that I played with. But regardless, I ended up hanging out with him that recess, and he had a rubber snake. And to try and get this girl's attention, I guess. I mean, you know, I guess we know this now because we're older and we understand what, you know, picking on a girl that you have a crush on means when you're 6. I whipped her legs with the rubber snake while she was in the corner hiding behind her friend, and both of them had like bruises wrapped around their legs from this rubber snake.
At Cornerstone?
No, this was at Sterling Public School. But they were like in the corner of like the building had like an L in it, and they were like in the corner of the building, like, and I'm just sitting there just like whipping the snake back and forth. thinking we're having a great time. And they were not having a good time. And yeah, I mean, this is a girl that I had a big crush on. Like, I had a crush on since I was in junior kindergarten, and you know, that was just how I dealt with my emotions because I was 6.
I had a friend who I fought with off and on. Like, we were friends, but when other kids were around that he liked more than me, he would pick on me. And one time that kind of came to a head, and I was like, all right, that's it. I gotta fight with you now. Like, why? Why did my brain go there? But I did. And we got fighting, and he was bigger than me a bit, and so he had me on the ropes. But then my mom came out from our apartment building and was like, hey, and yelled and distracted him, and he looked at her and stopped fighting with me, and I was like, that's it. That's your big mistake. And I jumped on him and just started punching him, and she had to come over and pull me off, but I was like, don't get distracted, dude. Again,
that was your fatal error. Oh man, I can't think of anything else like that I've done.
No, that's the end of my stories too. I don't really have anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Like fighting with my brother. Jen says I'm dying laughing over here.
There was one time when I went to the Belleville Bulls game where I jumped on the mascot because he was bugging me like the whole game. Like, he was just like, he'd walk by and he'd poke me, and then he'd like push me a little bit, and you know, my dad thought it was really funny, and so like he's like, yeah, just shove him a little bit, and then so I did, and then the bull came back and shoved me harder, and then I just absolutely like ran after him and tackled him. I grabbed his legs because I wasn't very big. I couldn't jump very high. Then I ended up taking the bull down.
You say if you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
I was like 4 or 5, and my dad was like, "Oh no!" And my dad knew, like, had people there that saw it, and they're like, was that you with your kid there the other night? And he's like, yeah. We went to the Belleville Senators game the other week, and he brought it up again. He's just like, do you remember that time he's like, you tackled the bull? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Tanya says, I jumped on a mascot, however good story begins. And she also said, "Is that how you got Holly? Does she like rubber snakes?"
I just leave a rubber snake at the. She doesn't like rubber snakes, but I just leave rubber snakes at the entrance of the doorway. That way, when she tries to leave it, I mean, in the middle of the night, she can't because she sees a snake and she goes, "Oh no, that's
She's
scary." That is how I stay married. Tries to leave during the day. Oh no, another snake.
One in the car too. Put one on the driver's seat so she can't get in the car, just in case she gets out through a window or something.
Yeah, I just wrap it around the windshield wipers. It's a windshield viper now.
Windshield viper. Oh, you know what? One of my favorite things ever is now, like since yesterday, is when the ladies were talking about the Nightmare Factory and the Butterfly Conservatory in Niagara Falls, and Anne said, "Do they land on you?" And they were like, "The nightmares." I was like, "No, the butterflies." It took them a second to catch on there, but
Yeah.
so good. The nightmares. Do they land on you?
Oh man.
Windshield Viper is a good one.
Man,
My
I can't believe
favorite
people
thing
haven't
since
heard that
yesterday.
before. The joke goes, like, it's a classic one too. The joke goes, a guy was driving down the road in a snowstorm, and his windshield wiper goes flying off. So he pulls off to the side of the road, and he opens up he picks up a rock, and he finds two snakes underneath it. So he grabs them and tapes them to his where his windshield wipers used to be, and now he's got windshield vipers. I've known that one since I was like 7 years old. I don't even remember. I think actually, you know what? I think I got that one from a. I went the completely wrong. Oh no, I didn't. I think I got that one from a joke book that was Noah's Ark themed. So it was all about animals.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's got the classic. What do you call a alligator in a vest? An investigator.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun.
And the that's another good one. Another good one would be what do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
A joke book you read during in-school suspension? No, I didn't get reading material that day. And you know what? I remember that day very clearly because we had someone came to Cornerstone to talk about dairy product, like local dairy in like the local dairy industry. And I got to sit in, but I wasn't allowed to ask any questions.
Because you're on suspension?
Because I was on in-school suspension.
Huh. They didn't want you to miss out, but they also didn't want you to fully appreciate the whole thing.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to ask any questions.
You know, I don't really like the music in Lavender Town.
I don't like the song.
Not for any particular reason other than the like creepypasta stuff that I read online.
And you are so far behind right now.
I'm really far behind you.
I could just like take my time and train my Pokemon up, and
you could also beat the game.
Or I could
like
just
2 weeks.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're in that territory.
Any questions.
I always asked questions. I always got in trouble when I was a kid because I asked why. Like my mom would say, "Hey, can you go do this?" And I'd be like, "Why?" Like I'm okay with doing it. I just want to know like why are we doing this? But that was an issue.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. What's this guy doing? This gym is great. It's full of women. Oh, okay. Weird dude outside the gym.
What brings you here? Oh, that guy inside the gym.
Yeah.
What else did you do / weren't allowed to do because of his suspension? You're that kid, sister.
Yeah, I'm that kid. We're the smart ones.
Know that. She babysat you, didn't she?
A couple times. Then
You should know what kind of kid you were.
yeah.
Harry sent out Pidgeotto. Oh, nice. Joe James, use Thunderbolt. Oh, I definitely should have gone to a Pokemon Center. I have 4.
What else did you do /
left
weren't allowed to do? I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things. I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon because it had poison types in it, and Pokemon fainted, and my mom didn't like that.
Oh, his brother. Gotcha.
I got grounded a lot, but I wouldn't tell my dad that I got grounded. So I would go to my dad's place, and suddenly I wasn't grounded anymore in my eyes because I didn't tell him.
Right.
And then my mom would get mad at my dad, but you know, he didn't know, and it was my fault. So I feel bad about that now.
Yeah.
That caused a lot of unnecessary arguments.
Execute used hypnosis. I meant your in-school suspension, but this is good.
Oh, basically, I just worked on homework. Like, I just worked on schoolwork all day. That's all I was allowed to do all day.
I didn't want to fight. I wanted to change Pokemon. This is not going to be good, especially if any of these are critical hits. Oh no, he hit me 4 times. 5
Oh my
times.
word, this rap is insane. Oh, are you gone? Oh
No,
my
survived.
goodness, that was very close.
That was crazy.
This rap is insane. It's gone on for like 6 times in a row. 7.
Jen says so pretty much the same as every other day.
Yeah, exactly. But I just didn't have any contact with any other students.
Oh. So pretty much the same as every other day.
Not for me. I won the friendship award in grade 4. I loved talking to people. Do we still have the friendship award at Cornerstone?
Just no recess, no questions. I don't know. Do you put that on your resume? I don't remember seeing it on there, actually.
I think I put it on there at one point. Not for my... I didn't put it on there for the church, no. I took it off after a little bit. I think I put it on for one resume, and then I think it was for one of my first interviews, and they're like, yeah, you should probably take this off.
That's funny. I gotta get through this fight with Harry, and then get out of here and get to a Pokemon Center, because I was not thinking. I have Pokemon that aren't at full health. I have most of my Pokemon have almost no points left for their moves. But you use Gyarados, so you change Pokemon. No?
Oh, tell me a story about gym class? Oh, that's an okay one. The one morning anyways, I was out in the barn at my place, and I was I was whittling a stick with an X-Acto knife, and after I was done, I put the X-Acto knife in my pocket of my shorts.
Right.
And didn't think anything of it. Cut to gym class later that day, and we're all sitting on the ground in lines and I had my legs crossed, and my X-Acto knife is still in my pocket. But it falls out of my pocket at that moment and slides onto the gym floor, and the gym teacher at the time was the youth pastor. Last name was Normile. Kevin Normile. So anyway, he was like, whoa, who brought a weapon to school? And I think I was in like grade 4, grade 5 maybe. So I'm like, I don't know, 10, 11? How old are you in grade 4? 11? 10. You're 10. And I'm just like, it's mine. And so he walks over and takes it away from me. And I'm just like, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I tried to explain to him. He's like, don't worry about it. Like, we'll talk after gym class. And so after gym class, I told him the story. He's like, all right, well, he gives it back to me. He's like, go put this in your backpack. He's like, and don't bring any more weapons to school, okay?
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's silly. Funny and silly.
Yeah, it is. You know what else is silly? This darn gym.
His Gyarados almost caused me a lot of trouble.
Yeah. What do you get out of this game? You get satisfaction of playing this. There's a story to it. There's a lot of nostalgic value to it for me. I enjoy this game a lot. I play some of the updated versions on my free time, to be honest. Alright, Paralyzed Seal. Heck, when I was in 5th grade, teachers used to ask to borrow our pocket knives. Yeah. It wasn't a pocket knife, though. It was an X-Acto knife. That's a quick crack. You tried to teleport out of there?
Yeah.
He used confusion a bunch on me.
For some reason, he doesn't want to fight my level 35 Venusaur. He's only level 20. He's like, I'm out. Let me go. I mean, good out, bro. Will you use Charmeleon when I change Pokemon? Yeah. Yes, I will. I'm gonna bring out
Thumbface. This is going to be a rough... Confuse Ray? No, I think we're okay without learning Confuse Ray.
He's still only using Ember. Interesting. One shot. And I was 2 levels lower.
That story hurts my teacher heart. What, about me bringing a knife to school? Accidentally?
It's probably the way that Kevin responded that hurts her heart.
I mean, he knew me pretty well. He knew he could handle it. Or I could handle it. Unless you're talking
Kevin
about him.
Might have had a temper problem though too. Maybe.
I mean, he didn't like act poorly towards me. Like,
no.
I didn't see any problem with how he acted towards me, but or the knife. But it was just like, who brought a weapon to school? And I was, oh, he was totally. It was totally like. It was totally in a joking way, yeah. It was in a joking way, and but also in like don't bring a weapon to school, like, yeah. Like be more careful than that. That was 20 years before you were in 5th grade. Yeah, about that. Orange got burned.
Yeah, like centered him out kind of thing, but it sounded like it was more light than that. But I remember one time at basketball, I think it was, somebody did something that he didn't like, and he went into the kitchen and kicked the garbage can, and it landed on top of the fridge. He was a little grumpy that night, but if you knew the way basketball was some nights, you might have not held it against him either, because some of the kids that trained at basketball did not know how to play, and they had no interest in like learning what was a foul and what wasn't and stuff. Like, there was one time I had a kid, I call him a kid, but he was similar age to me, I think, or at least enough of an adult to know better, but he would just kind of like go around the court, like trying to get the ball from people by like slapping them like hard. Like, when you reach for the ball, there's like a reaching motion where your hand goes towards the ball, his were always like these wide-angled like swings to the
Right.
ball, and he'd always end up hitting people, and it was always like younger kids, and it really got to me. No, it wasn't Huey, because Huey did a similar thing, but a lot of times he wouldn't end up hitting people. It was just his was just weirdly wild, but worked, and super annoying. I hated how he played defense, but anyway, that's another story for another day.
Oh my
No,
word!
this other guy would come
Pokemon's
and
having a good nap.
slap at people, and one time I got real sick of it, so I went up to defend him and swatted these big wide swats at the ball. I don't have the self scope. Why did I even bother coming in here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I did what he was doing. I went to try and grab the ball from him by swatting at it, and ended up hitting his hand, and he didn't like that. And I said, stop doing that to the other kids. Well, the next play, or a couple plays later, going down the court, I had the ball, and I was dribbling up court, and I stopped. I don't know how far it is, because our gym is too small, so there's not a real 3-point line, but outside the key, kind of 3-point territory for that gym, not in a real gym, but anyway, stopped, pulled up to shoot, went to shoot, and kind of jumped up in the air to shoot, and he went to swat at the ball, but ended up smacking me in the face, and I'm pretty sure it was on purpose. And I just landed and took a step back and watched as the ball went in, and then just held my hand up in the air the way you do when you shot, and just walked away from him. And I don't think he came back after that, but not really a teachable moment, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he came back.
That's using your actions without your fists to fight your battles, you know?
Yeah, but I was just like, can't be slapping the kids around. Because there were a lot of guys younger than him. It annoyed me. Yeah, being physical with them. And basketball can be a physical game, but in a different way. It's more appropriate than.
Albert says, I'm 38, all downhill. I saw a TikTok today, and it was like anybody who's born and has 19 at the front of their at the front of their birthday, and and it's like, I'm gonna get up and do something good today, and they stand up, and then it just goes crack in their side, and it's like it's like, the heck you are.
Yeah. My knees. Yeah. Been there, done that.
Oh, I'm so tired of all these Bellsprouts wrapping my Pokemon. This is so annoying. Because they wrap you, and then they paralyze you, and they poison you, and it's just so, it's too much.
Say says he used to shove me around a lot when I was young, normal, but not so much when you let it. It could have been a combination of you being older and me, and that I didn't like the way that he played defense. I would call the kids out a lot when they would do things that were not legal basketball moves. Because I'm very rule oriented, and I hated it when people weren't following the rules.
Not you.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
I choose not to believe that.
Well.
I ordered 2 gummy bears. I'll send you the other one to you. I will return to sender.
Oh, well, I like Eric. I used to see him when I was at Timmy's when I was in high school, and I'd drive him home sometimes. That's nice. He's not a bad guy. We played baseball together too. No, Eric has his good side. He offered to help me fix my car once, which I did not take him up on because we were like 20, and I was like, no, thank you. I'll have my car fixed at an auto repair shop.
We won't take the same time. No.
No, it was mostly on the court, mostly basketball stuff that I was annoyed with Eric. Not, and again, it probably had more to do with me. Like, he would make these ridiculous shots from spots on the court where he had no business making the shot from. His form was terrible, but he would practice hours and hours and hours a day shooting, and he learned to make these shots, and I hated it. But I also didn't like the way he played defense or lack of any defense, and it just, that affected some part of the way that I viewed him, I think. But no, he was a good guy. I'm not saying that Eric was a bad person. Sure.
Albert, I cannot stress this enough. I will not eat that gummy bear. It will. I just cannot stress that fact enough. There is nothing that could ever bring me to put that gummy bear in or around my body.
Shall never pass my lips.
Yeah.
Are we bringing basketball back or what? No, I don't think I am.
There is somebody that wants to bring it back.
Yeah, somebody wants to. I told them they'll have to talk to the pastor, and I think they are talking about it, but I don't know where they're at with that because I'm not involved. I just can't. I can't play because my shoulders are messed up, and if I can't play, I just can't see myself being there because I would miss it a lot, and I'd want to play, and it would really bother me.
I think something like that is waiting until I move to the area. So, because I said I wouldn't mind opening and closing for something like that.
Too famous from streaming now. No, I don't think so. My 2.3 viewers from my stream the other day would disagree with you.
They took my affiliate away. Oh man.
No, I streamed on Good Friday and just played a bunch of random Switch things. I played that Bit Orchard thing, and I don't even know if there was a way to save the game, so I don't know if my game is saved or not.
You did all that work and you just like left it. Do not rat me. Oh, good.
Supposed to be like single session kind of thing where you try and set a high score in a single session and see how good you can do, but
that would not be my style of game.
Ooh, I think I can get a fire Pokemon here, can I?
What red are you on? I think it's where I caught my Vulpix. You'd probably have to get a Growlithe.
Yeah, that would be good because I like Growlithe.
I like Growlithe too.
Route 8. Sheep Scream. I saw that one coming, Jay. You almost got me, but I saw it.
Route
just at the last second.
8. Your route. Okay. Caught. So you can get a Pidgey, Mankey, Ekans, or Growlithe.
Okay, I think I already have all of them. I have a Pidgey for sure, and I had a Mankey and it died. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The only thing, I haven't had a Mankey yet. Okay, so I can get a Mankey or a Growlithe, or what was the other one? I think I've already had it though.
What is this?
Ekans. I think I've already had Ekans.
Yeah, it did show you already had Ekans.
Okay, good.
Psych. You never had them. One day maybe you'll reconsider. You never know, Harry. We only live once. Yeah, and then that'll kill me. We only live once, Albert. We have to take care of our bodies, not put spicy gummy bears into it.
Hey, Cuss Daddy got it. Congratulations, Cuss Daddy. We've been doing, I don't know if you've seen recently, but we've been doing something different with the game. So now whoever wins gets to send me, like through Messenger or something in another place other than in chat, send me your secret command, and I'll make that the next one for the next round. So congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, Mackenzie picked that one last. Cool. Paper Mario. So the hints were it's 2 words. 2 dimensions is enough, and then the third hint tonight was it's not his first time being flat. I think
Oh, that's why your wife said Flat Stanley.
Harry picked the one before that, and it was the Hairy Eagle.
It's self-advertising. That's all it is.
You don't have to keep explaining yourself.
I do, because your wife said some very hurtful things.
Said some very hurtful things.
She's like, how vain.
All of that. No, there's no topics, Cuss Daddy, just family friendly. Keep it family friendly and we're all good. Which I know you'll do anyway, so yeah, no specific topic. Just, well, something about you. Okay, we got a Mankey online here. Go James.
He's the second letter in the human
Did you see that?
I just looked over and saw.
Wowzers.
He's the second letter in the line for the YMCA song.
I have a lot of weird facts in my head. LOL. Hey.
All right, let's see. Item. Pokemon 40 out of 60 items. Let's see. What do I have to heal this guy? Max potion.
Can you believe that at that level of HP, he broke free from a Pokeball?
Well, yeah, it's a Pokeball. It's not like it's a Great Ball or an Ultra Ball or whatever.
Very dry from the high blood sugar.
Oh, dang. We have 6 viewers on Kick for some reason. Welcome, guys. I don't know why. No one's saying anything, but, you know. I feel like Kick flipped a bit of a switch and was like, alright, people can watch this guy now.
My wife's so nice. She says, oh, Harry, I'm sorry. I often speak before I think.
It's okay. Most people do.
It's true. You didn't hear what I said the other day because you weren't there. It was during one of the practices for Easter.
Are you talking about me again?
And I'm talking to you, but not about you.
Okay.
You weren't there, so I'm telling you the story of what happened.
Right.
Anne was coming down off the stage from doing
no.
her monologue.
Yeah.
And she
Hi,
tripped,
Holly.
and Pastor Todd said, "Oh, you tripped over the cross." And I shouted out, "That happens to a lot of people." And he said, "It is a stumbling block for a lot of people, yes."
Going to bed soon, Holly? Good night.
Perfect. Fez, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Did you hear my story earlier, Fez? I'll have to tell it to you again later. Or maybe I can give you the Cole's notes now. But I thought it was pretty cool.
I was gonna say, how did I not take that Weeping Bell out? But, you know, Burn's good
might have
enough.
been here,
Oh,
like
they used Hyper Potion on him? Are you kidding me? Come on! Not
I'm just gonna
cool.
call this Monkey. Just rename him with the proper name.
You should name him Flat Stanley. Or just Stanley, because you don't have to...
George? Like Curious George?
9.92 hours. Hurt by the burn. Feel the burn. Item. I don't know if I've got... Yeah, it's
Dunstan?
some
How about
wrapped.
Dunstan?
How about what? Man, this Weeping Bell's
Like
wrap hurts a lot. It does like 8 damage every time.
Oh, we're just playing some Pokemon. Dunstan checks in as a movie about a monkey who lives in a hotel or something, I think. I don't know very well. Did it quit, or was that my connection? It must have been your connection, because I'm still streaming, unless...
You're still streaming.
No, my stream is still... It just quit.
Don't worry, you're still streaming.
Wait, Fez says it just quit. What quit? Are you back? No, it quit for me too. Hokie Dinah, what happened?
It didn't quit for me. I've got you up right beside me. Maybe it quit for people on mobile? I don't know. I've
my bitrate chart is a little bit all over the place.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, something must have happened there. That's weird. Yeah, no, my bitrate says it was kind of weird.
Oops.
It just loaded into the Discord
Stop.
as you went live. Yeah. I thought I wasn't. That sounds kind of steady. But here you are. Here he is. It's almost time for music and Bible time there. So sorry, Fez, were you here near the start of the stream, or are you just joining us now? We didn't hear what you said about Anne and the cross. Oh, okay. So here's the story then about Anne. Anne was walking down off the stage at church. What would you? Is there another name for that? Stage sounds too performing.
The
I don't know. The elevator, the platform. Ooh, platform's good. She was walking down off the platform at the front of the church, and she tripped over something. And Tanya says, "Nope, it's the stage."
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Yeah, I shouldn't get too hung up on it, but
I mean, we just had a performance there, so
we did. We call it a program. Thank you very much. I've thought too much about that too.
You called it a program.
Anne tripped, and Pastor said, "Oh, careful! You tripped on the cross, or don't trip on the cross." And I shouted out, "That happens to a lot of people." And then Pastor chuckled and said, "That is true. The cross is a stumbling block for many." I just thought that was.
I think Todd may have told his best joke from the pulpit that he's ever told this most recent Sunday. He talked about how he played Baby Jesus one time, and he said that his grandmother said that it was the best performance of Baby Jesus she's ever seen, and it absolutely slayed. Everybody in the congregation laughed. Everybody. I think it's probably the best, maybe not the best joke he's ever told, but the best received joke he's ever told. I think it was fantastic.
I named my Mankey.
After yourself, I see.
I was gonna rebut that, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I've never. Really
what are you gonna rebut that with? Your mom? That's really the only thing you could try to do is something childish. Yeah, well, your mom.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't even have to mean it. It's just the childish aspect of it that the childish spirit of it that would be going for.
I respect that, and I in a lot of situations, but only generally when I know where people are at with their moms in their lives. With strangers, it's a definite no-go because I am deathly afraid of the times that I say that, and so my mom's dead, and I'd be like, oh no, excuse me while I go crawl into a hole and never come out. Or can I join her?
I didn't laugh at it. I found it not funny. Well, I'm sorry, Brian. It's because I told the best joke on Sunday, and you were too busy thinking about that one from earlier.
What?
I was literally standing beside my wife during worship, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness, this is really funny. I have to go tell Brian." So I'm like, "I'll be right back." And I walked away from my wife in the middle of the song and walked up to Brian and was like, "Brian," I'm like, "I don't hear any guitar again." And he looks over at me and he just starts laughing because there was no guitar during worship on Sunday.
Yeah, it's definitely a roller coaster, Cuss Daddy.
And he just started laughing, and I got back to Holly, and she looks at me weird. I'm like, sorry, I had to go do a bit.
So enough. Can't be right. Celadon. That's where I need to go because I need to go into the game corner to get the Sylph Scope, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Oh man, that was like 3 weeks ago. It feels like for me.
I know.
It might have been. It might have been 3 weeks ago.
It was very funny, Harry. That's true. I had to go do a bit, and I didn't catch.
I know, it went straight over her head. I mean, it's hard. It's hard reading through the comments when they're so separated. So I get that. I've had friends of mine like be like, oh, like you're doing a terrible job reading comments, and then they have to do a bit of like live, like live streaming for like, their businesses, and then they have to try and read comments, and they're just like, oh my goodness, like I don't know how to keep up with comments, and they've got like, I don't know, like 40 comments by the end of their video, and I've had some streams where I've had like 700 plus comments by the end of like a 3-hour stream because it's so crazy, and then I was like, yeah, so how do you feel about comments now on videos? It's like, I hate it. I don't know how you keep up with it. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. Sometimes they go a million miles an hour.
Oh, you know what's terrible about the department store? The TMs are numbered.
I know, you have to Google it.
They are. Hey Google, what's TM32 in Generation 1?
Yeah, everybody's Google is asking. My wife is gonna be like, what are you doing?
No. She says, according to Bulbapedia, it teaches a compatible Pokemon a move. It's like, no.
That's it? That's all it said?
Jen says both speakers in our bedroom responded.
Yeah. I love comments because we really appreciate interaction. It would be hard to... Yeah, exactly. The comments are great. Engagement is fantastic, but yeah, it can be hard to... Especially when it's coming at you so quick and everything's so separated.
Yeah.
And then the thing with Facebook is you've got replies, and it doesn't always show it doesn't show you the thread. So people replying to a thread, people don't bother putting in people's names anymore because it's in a thread for them on mobile and on the computer, but it doesn't show you the thread when you've got the chat open on your computer.
Yeah. No.
So it makes it even harder to read. It's just like, what is going on with this conversation? And then you're just like, whatever, like you guys just do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ignore comments from those people for the next little bit unless they like say my name specifically.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta release it.
All right, we have to get a burn on this victory bell real quick. I did not. All right, let's try again. Burn. That's unfortunate. Oh, they used wrap. Oh, it missed. All right, critical hit would be great here. Oh, it missed again. There's no way they're not. Oh my goodness, they didn't use a heal on the victory bell. All right. See you, victory bell. Take that all day. But on the other side, you're like, understand me. Yeah, it's true. So you try to add to it, but then at that point, when you try to clarify your comments, it's just like, depending on like the stream that you're watching, or like in your case, the podcast, you could be like 20 comments away from the original comment, and it just doesn't make sense anymore, even though you're just like, oh, and it gets shrugged off, and then you're just like, okay, well, it's nice that like they understand now, but now you kind of feel like you've been shrugged off because it's so far away.
I went to Google the TMs in Pokemon.
Yeah.
And got distracted because that guy from school that I'd been talking to was sending me pictures of people that might have been the guy that I fought with. He's like, is it this guy? His name was Rob too. He keeps sending me his pictures.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? He sends you like 5 pictures and 4 of them are mugshots from people.
Double team. No.
Oh boy.
Double team.
No. Item. Super potion. Yes. I don't think I bought a single TM from the thing. From the
I might pick up Horn Drill.
Vileplume is thrashing about. Why is Vileplume thrashing about? That doesn't seem very safe.
TM01, I feel like I've already had before. Yeah, I had Mega. It was no good. I couldn't use it. TM05, that sounds like rap. Oh, Mega Kick.
Ooh. I'm more of a kicker.
Yeah, not so much of a puncher, but I think I kick.
Ask Rob, I'm more of a kicker.
TM09, take down. These are all regular type moves too. 17, submission.
Please be Mega Drain.
Good one to have.
Oh yes, TM21 contains Mega Drain. That's wonderful. Okay, let's see. If we were to search up Weeping Bell Gen 1. Razor Leaf at level 38. I feel like I need Razor Leaf, to be honest. I can't get it anywhere else. What about what is the what's the
Hey, local blockhead, how's it going tonight?
Victory Bell? Jumpin's Victory Bell.
Oh, I just went back downstairs by accident.
Victory Bell.
Oh, hi.
Victory Bell.
I finally finished Pokemon. Not done yet?
You
This
don't.
might be useful.
Man, I definitely need to wait till 39 then.
Did he just say I finally finished Pokemon?
What?
What am I playing right now?
Oh. Do you know what Pokemon stands for?
Pocket Monsters.
Did you know that Monster is suing Pokemon because of that?
The energy drinks or
Yeah.
the cables?
Yeah, they're suing it for copyright infringement. Is suing Pokemon for
Like Nintendo / Game Freak?
yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Are they dumb? Sounds like the dumbest idea I've ever heard of.
I know. Or it's not if it's not copyright infringement, it had to do with like bringing their here. I'll Google real quick. Monster for defamation. Sorry, that's what it is. For defamation, for like defaming their like saying that like they could get the name mixed up and bring down monsters branding.
That's
Absurd, right?
just yeah.
There's multiple companies that have had issues with it. All right, so we need to get.
Of all the things to say,
I know.
Bring down your brand. You pick Pokemon.
I know.
Like, oh no, people are gonna see our drinks and think that it has to do with Pokemon and then not buy them. I think it would be the opposite, probably.
I love how I started that off, and you're just like, does he think I'm dumb and I don't know this? Like he doesn't know. I don't know what Pokemon stands for?
I just thought you might be going somewhere else. I knew it was the starting of a bigger conversation, but I wonder where he's going with this.
Oh yeah, like so Monster Hunter. They've had issues with Monster. There's been other game companies that literally had to rename their game before it came out because Monster was threatening to sue if they named their game that.
I guess I don't need these HMs in my inventory anymore.
Yeah, no, I've been getting rid of them as I teach them.
TM01. Won't use. There we go. It's going. That's good. Hey, we're at our halfway point now. Maybe I should get to the music portion of the night.
Four more levels and I can evolve my Vulpix.
I want to see what this guy wants to offer me, though. He's like, I've finished Pokemon. Here, you can have this.
I'm pretty sure it's
TM18.
Frustration.
Move. Counter.
Huh.
Nobody on my team can use it.
It's a fighting type move.
Yeah. Oh, people are playing on their Game Boys. Because in this world, your life is also a video game. What song are you gonna sing? I think it was Holly at the start of the stream asked if I would play Refiner's Fire, and I said yes, I will do that. Leaf Stone, I think I want because I can evolve my Vileplume.
Did I do my Wordle today? I don't think I did. I usually work on my Wordle while you're doing that.
I should pick up a Firestone because I do hope to have a Growlithe at some point.
Yeah, I have a Firestone and a Leaf Stone. And...
I don't see myself really needing the other ones, the fire or the water, because I don't know what I would use them for. I thought there was more TMs that you could buy in this place.
They added them in the new games, like the Fire Red and Leaf Green. They added more you could get.
These items to like up your like strength and defense and stuff like that are expensive.
Yeah, they are. They cost quite a bit.
Come back here.
I can't remember. Did they have the vending machines?
Up on the roof, yeah. Where you get the water that you offer to the other guy thing. I don't like these other items either.
You what?
The X speed and like guard
Yeah,
check
no.
and stuff like that. I won't waste a turn in the middle of a battle to do that. Although I did playing Sword and Shield, right? When I had to fight that one gym leader and I just could not get an edge because every move that they used was super effective no matter what Pokemon I used.
Oh man.
I think it was Cuss Daddy was like, you gotta go into the battle and use like X speeds and X accuracy and stuff like that and just like load your Pokemon up to like combat that.
Yeah.
It's just so weird because it was like the first time where like
You've used strategy?
Yeah, I couldn't use strategy to like
no, like you had to use like a different type of strategy.
Right, yeah, I had to use like external items, but like not move strategy or type strategy.
Yeah.
I was just like, it feels like cheating. I don't know. It feels weird, like to have to like augment your Pokemon for a single battle. But
X speed only applies to that Pokemon though, right?
and only for that fight, I think.
I think it's until your
Speed
Pokemon
round.
goes away or something like that.
Yeah.
Just like your accuracy, like if they use Sand Attack or whatever, if you put your
Yeah.
Pokemon away and bring it back out, all the status effects are.
Oh, is that true? It's only for when they're out. You can put them away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
We are
Anything
buying
that
all
doesn't
the
show up on their
lemonade.
status bio.
Yeah. Yeah. At least that's been my understanding of it.
You know what I just realized after I bought like 4 fresh waters?
They only
You
do
only have to
50.
give them one, and they share. You give it to one of the guards, and he's like, "Oh, thanks. I'll share it with the other guards too. Now they should all let you through."
You give them water?
I give them whatever. I just grab a drink and take it to them.
I didn't realize you could give them any of these drinks. I thought you had to give them the tea that the old lady makes.
No, that doesn't sound right at all. Are you gonna sing now? I am going. Ground XP. Some battles you just can't win at that stage in the game unless you have absolutely grinded ground. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oops, I keep buying fresh water accidentally. I don't mean
everything
to.
about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy. Stop talking about my Game Boy. Why are we breaking the fourth wall here? I don't understand.
So you don't ever buy like the lemonade or soda pop for your Pokemon?
No, they just replenish health, right?
Yeah.
Is it cheaper than regular potions and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can get a lemonade, and the lemonade I think restores 100 HP for 350 Pokemonies.
Do you want to give a nickname to your Eevee? I feel like I'm way more into it than. It's just that it's not new information. Sorry. No, I will talk about it. I can talk about it because it is super interesting. It's just that I've known the story for a few years now. So the movie was super cool. The Tetris movie.
Tetris movie? That feels like it's a very niche movie. I feel like that fills a very certain type of slot in someone's lives.
It's a kind of docu story, like based on the true story of what happened, and it's fairly accurate from my understanding, from knowing the story beforehand and then seeing the movie. About the making of. I'll tell it after I sing because I don't want to. If I tell the story now, I have to nickname this Eevee. About Stevie the Eevee.
Have you seen the new Super Mario's yet? Like Super Mario movie yet?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. There was no part of it that I take any issue with. I know that there's a lot of stuff online that people are crying about, and mostly the media for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't read any I haven't read anything about it. I just have heard from like group chats that I'm in that some people like that like some people don't like it online.
I don't understand the complaints. Like,
yeah,
so much of it is either not a big deal, explained in the movie. Like that people have an issue with their accent. It's like they're from Brooklyn. They're not from like Italy. So people are like, they don't have Italian accents. It's like, no, because they're not from Italy. They're from New York.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in the the little trailer thing that they used it for one of the previews. I saw it on TikTok. The like Mario Bros rap, the plumbing commercial, where it's like, "We're the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game," and like then at the end, it talks about how they had one of the brothers is like, "You didn't think the Italian accents were too corny?" And they're like, "No, it was perfect," or something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny. Like they kind of explained they're not from Italy. So yeah, I don't know. There was at no point during the movie did I stop and go, "I can't enjoy this because of this whatever that just happened."
Yeah.
It was
That's good.
perfect in terms of a video game movie. It hit so many good nostalgia spots. Like there was one part with the piranha, you know, when piranha plants come up out of the pipe in the game, if you stand beside the pipe, the piranha plant doesn't come up anymore as long as you're standing directly beside the pipe.
Yeah.
Like they used that in the movie, and I smiled so big. I was so happy. Like there's so many little tidbits and Easter eggs.
Yep.
So without me saying any more and spoiling the rest of it, it was good.
Thank you.
Okay, song time. Yeah, let's do that. I said I wasn't going to stop and talk about the Tetris movie, and then I stopped and talk about America. Okay, guitar. Music off. Turn Harry off for a second.
No! Alright, let's see. File, save, state. We're going to...
We're not like the others who get off the fame.
Wordle.
Really interesting. Hello.
Okay. Alright, so we're doing Wordle. And while Scott gets ready for worship. If you haven't done Wordle yet today, I suggest you look away. If you have done Wordle today, do not give it away. I'm warning you. Alright, let's see. What's a good one? We could start with Drive. Let's go with Reads. All right.
DMF. -7. Very.
I guess that R wasn't gonna help. So the D really has to go. Man, I don't really know. I don't really know what could go right here. If it's not, or what would go here if the D goes here? So the D would kind of have to go there, eh? The R, I'm gonna guess the R goes here. So it's something Or it could be something dir. Hmm. Fodder?
Oh,
I think cannon fodder? I don't think that's gonna be it.
Oh,
Coder,
so
maybe?
Don't tune
Coder?
your guitar with the cable. You are bound to end up with a wildly out of tune guitar. It's not out of tune, just tuned differently, right?
We're good. It's not fodder.
That's good.
So let's see. It's gotta be. We could. It's gotta be a U. Wait, or a Y. E.
Play the first one. Few chords here. Let's see.
Tutor. That's it right there. Tutor. Is that even a? No, it's spelled wrong. I don't know how to spell properly, guys. Ozer? It's not an O because the O was already used. O is already out of it. It has to be a U there or a Y.
Let me be as bold.
I'm gonna mute Scott until he's ready to go. Router? No, ours has already been used there. Can't be used again. We could try Ender. Ender? No. Okay, so there's an N. Under. I'm an idiot. There was one time where we got one time where we got it on the second try. Let's see. Let's check out to see the score of the league. Oh, they won 2-1 in overtime. Nice. Austin Matthews got his 40th goal of the season. Yeah, 40th goal of the season. That's good. And John Tavares scored. Good. Let's go to Reddit real quick. Let's see. Anything good about the Leafs game? No, I don't see any highlights from the Leafs game yet. So we stopped the Florida Panthers from clinching a playoff berth tonight. That's good. John Tavares scored the OT winner.
He's been out a ton, but he's in after it to win it. John Tavares.
Oh, that's cool. The heck? It just went like, it just gone on me.
He's been out a ton, but he's inaccurate to win it.
That's so blurry.
With the game.
So blurry. It's funny, on his stream you can see me up on his screen in the back watching the Leaf highlights. Let's see if I unmute this.
Set apart for you, my master, ready
to do your will, ready to do your will. We are ready to do your will. All right.
Did not realize he was going.
You guys might have noticed me
Fully.
laugh in the middle of that song. I'm not laughing at the song, and I wasn't laughing at anything I did. Awesome song. Great words. On Ultimate Guitar, there are little videos that play in the corner of the screen to tell you how to like strum, like the strum pattern, and like give you an example of how to play. And every once in a while, they interrupt those little videos with a YouTube ad. And I looked over in the corner of my screen while I'm playing the song, and there was some sort of a video about baby food or baby formula or something, and I just caught the very end of it, and the mom was burping the baby, and the baby spit up a little bit down its chin, and it had this smile on its face, and I just for the rest of the whole song I could think about almost nothing else except for this smiling baby with spit up on itself, and I just it cracked me up. Who am I? Ed Sheeran here.
Oh my goodness, this guy's such a dork. Oh boy.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Some parts of that didn't sound too bad, though. If I have to say, there was a couple times when I made some funny noises with the guitar, and I was like, that sounds pretty good. Just jamming. How many times do you think, like, actual artists, yeah, but 7TV? Yeah, buddy. How often do you think
He doesn't have
I
7
don't
TV
have
installed.
7TV installed? I don't know what that is. How many artists do you think just sit down and just like smack out a couple weird chords on their guitar and they're like, now that sounds like a song. Can we record that and do that again? Like, I bet it happens. I bet it particularly happens for Ed Sheeran. What's 7TV?
Let's look at my stream.
Emotes.
Is it on my stream? Yeah, it is. It's right there.
I need to run to the washroom real quick. Drinking a lot of water.
It's right there. See it?
Hit. Where's the thing? There. BRB.
Whoa. Look at all the... Alright, we're going to mute this before I get copyright. Even though I probably already got copyright there. Rip. Alright, let's put this back. And... we don't need that. And everything else is good. We'll just get the party chat back to working, and we'll turn down the browser source, turn up the chat, and hit play on the music. Oh, didn't work. There we go. All right, I'm going. I'm just going. We're not waiting for him. Where was I going though? Oh, come on. I think we just left, okay, we just left there, maybe? Oh. Okay, well... let's try to catch this thing this time. Who's doing the race? It's me. I'm winning by a landslide right now, Marino. How you doing? I'm doing. Thank you for the good evening. Good evening to you as well. But yeah, it's me by a landslide right now. No, that's not what we want. We want to go to our items. We're not poke a flute. We're gonna try and catch a Snorlax. I feel like we'll use the Snorlax instead of maybe the Diglett.
Okay, Harry told me to look at his stream, but now I don't know why. I was on the screen, right? Were you like, did you have it like with me standing right in front of my camera or something?
No, I had the S7. Here, look at the stream again. This is one of the 7TV emotes.
Yeah.
This is the yeah but 7TV. It's Doc saying yeah but. Yeah.
No, I'm way behind.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect. Oh, weird noise. What was the weird noise, Tanya?
It was your phone buzzing, I think.
Oh, it might have been my more likely my insulin pump telling me that it's
that's
still need to fill it.
Probably yeah.
But also telling me that my blood sugar level was high, which I know, but it doesn't know that I know because I haven't told it that I've taken insulin because there's no insulin in it.
Right.
Question of the day, Tanya. It's been a while since anybody has asked the question of the day, except for my previous stream where somebody also did ask it, but before that it has been a while since somebody asked it. But who was your favorite teacher? Oh, and Tetris also. Okay, so
I
Tetris
woke
movie.
up. Dang it.
Tetris movie is really great because it's amazing. So in the Tetris movie, the guy, so there's a guy, Hank Brothers, works for a company called Bulletproof Software. You might have heard of them. They're still around, I think, but very big and popular in the like early Nintendo and PC gaming eras. Developed for himself the computer version of the game Go, or Othello, as some people might know it on Nintendo, where you like put down the black and white stones and then flip them over. Anyway, he discovers Tetris at this game. Not discovers, but kind of does, because it's not as popular as it will be after he gets involved with it. Finds Tetris, licenses a couple different versions of it so that he can try and sell them. He thinks that he's licensed.
Oh my goodness. I screwed up so bad.
What happened? And why don't we see Harry? Oh, that's my bad. There you go. No, Harry!
I will go and
Squirtle fainted.
I will be using a rare candy when I find one, don't you worry, but I screwed up so bad.
Oh man.
I know where one is.
That's rough.
And it's
and
close.
You've already used like two or three.
I've already used two. Pokemon, right? Yeah, I've already used two, but man, that's rough.
That lady says my Pokemon are so weak I often have to go to the drugstore rather than saying the Pokemon Center.
Ah.
Alright, I got the coin case because I accidentally forgot that that guy had it, but I had a feeling I needed to talk to him for a reason.
Doing good. Got some news on my latest scan that my cancer hasn't progressed, so that's good. That's awesome, man. You know, that is fantastic news.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
It's so good to hear. Praise God indeed.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because we prayed for that, I think, last stream. That's cool. I'm very happy to hear that.
So I know that response is extremely delayed from when you asked what I was doing. I was so tempered. No worries. No worries at all.
We've definitely gotten used to waiting through the delays for people to respond to things.
Oh yeah, I've been streaming for over 2 years now. I'm used to it.
Yeah. So yeah, the guy thinks that he's licensed for like video game consoles and something else. And happy belated Easter. What did I walk into? We're talking about a few different things. Marin was just over on Harry's chat mentioning that their skin cancer, was it Harry, hasn't progressed. They just had some testing and finding that it's not getting worse at this time. We were talking about the Tetris movie before the worship time. We were talking about the Mario movie.
I just knocked him out, didn't I? Yeah, I did. There you go.
We've been covering a lot of different topics.
We have been.
I forgot to do Bible time. What's the verse of the day there? Somebody exclamation point VOTD for verse of the day, if you don't mind, in chat. And we will read that. Thank you. For Romans 5, 6-8, for while we were still weak, at the right time Christ died for the ungodly. For one will scarcely die for a righteous person, though perhaps for a good person one would dare even to die. But God shows his love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Story. It's the whole... That goes well with John 3:16. It's kind of wraps up the whole meaning of the Bible and the story of Christ, that he came to die for our sins, that we would have eternal life with him. Fez. Oh yeah, so Fez. Okay, so wait. let me finish Tetris movie real quick. I've been jumping all over the place.
Yeah, you've been all over
He
the place
finds-
tonight.
He finds the rights for the Tetris movie, the Tetris game, and for certain things. So the guy that created it works for the Russian government in a place called Alorg. It's like the electronics something or other. He works in the computer center for the government, creates Tetris. Under communism, people are not allowed to create things and earn money for them just for themselves. So he ends up having to give over rights to the government for this game and split the money with the whole country. So this other guy discovers the game, wants to get the rights for it to sell it in other places, and ends up this whole like crazy like story about like the rights being owned by another company who is actually lying about owning certain rights for it and in terrible financial shape and ended up like going under. And then other people got involved and were trying to steal the rights for to sell it in certain places and on certain consoles. Then he goes to see Nintendo and gets Nintendo to give him the right to produce the cartridges himself, which they didn't want to do at first, but they make certain exceptions sometimes. And Tetris was such a big deal to them that they said, yeah, okay, you produce the games and publish it. We'll put our stamp of approval on it. That all goes through great. Then he's like, he finds out that he doesn't have arcade rights because actually the other company sold the arcade rights to someone else. Sega in Japan published the arcade version of Tetris in Japan for some reason, or was going to. It gets crazy. And then so he goes to Nintendo and he's like, actually, it turns out I don't have arcade rights, so things are kind of tight right now. Could you give me an advance on my first so many sales? And they're like, actually, we think we have something that might help you out a little bit better. And they send him to Nintendo of America, who show him the prototype Game Boy. And then he convinces them to package Tetris with the Game Boy instead of packaging it with the Super Mario Land. And like from there, it just like takes off. Like the Russian government sends agents to his house in Japan to like threaten his wife and family.
That's
tell him to
wild.
go home because he's getting in all this trouble with the Russian government over this game. It's just it's an edge of your seat kind of caper kind of thing. Maybe not so much the edge of your seat, but like the stuff he goes through to get this game is crazy.
I can imagine if they did the movie in the style that they did Snowden, that they could make it a very good movie.
Yeah, oh, it definitely was. I really enjoyed it. I already knew the story going into it.
Yeah.
Like I had listened to there's a YouTube channel called Video Game Historian, and that guy had all the details a few years back and made his own like hour and a half or 2 hour long YouTube video about it. So I already knew it all, but the movie was really cool to see it acted out and dramatized. Okay, so I got through that. The next thing was for Fez. So Fez, cool story. I've been thinking about an old high school that I went to. I was only there for a couple of years. Didn't have a great time there a lot of the time. Had some bad memories from being bullied a lot and stuff like that, but had some good friends and had some good memories. And I had been thinking like, I wonder if I could go take a look at the school, if I could go to the library and look in the old yearbooks and find pictures of me, because I don't have any from that time. Carrie thought that they would think that I was a creepy old guy looking at pictures of kids, when actually I want to see pictures of myself.
Such a weird
I thought that if anything, they would think, oh no, don't let this guy look at his old yearbooks because he's making like a hit list of people that wronged him when he was at school here.
No, that's not going to be their first thought. I can guarantee it.
No. Yeah. Anyway, that thought kind of passed, but it was a couple days ago. But then randomly today, a guy messaged me a friend request. I hadn't talked about this idea, so I'm having this thought like this morning, thinking, wait a minute, Facebook isn't just listening to. Where is your Jesus, buddy? What? I'm lost, guys. I'm going to continue with my story. You jump back in and explain that for me in a second. But, My Jesus lives in my heart. And I'm distracted. I'm thinking, oh no, Facebook isn't just listening to my voice when I talk out loud. Now it's listening to my thoughts and suggesting friends for me out of nowhere. But this guy messages me and I say, sorry, I'm real bad with names. If I know you from somewhere, forgive me. But where do I know you from? And he goes, oh, we both went to this school, this Humberview school. And I said, oh, that's crazy because I was thinking about that school just like 2 days ago. Oh, you both went so dark with that, just saying.
No, I'm just like, I'm kind of I'm hardwired to think that way now. Like,
I am too. Like with being in children's ministry and doing Plan to Protect, I'm always thinking about like, is there an angle? And like we have to worry about people coming in and volunteering and stuff like that. Anyway, it's unfortunate for our society. Like I've had this discussion many a time that like it's so unfortunate that I have to feel weird walking into a school when I don't have any bad intentions whatsoever, right? If I needed to go into a school for actual legitimate business, I would still feel so weird and on edge and awkward about like, what are people gonna think when they see me because I'm a man.
Yep, still at it, Albert.
Anyway.
Let's see, where do I go? I can't remember.
Long story distracted. He's like, no man, he's like, I just thought of your name randomly this morning and looked you up on Facebook, and we don't share any mutual friends on Facebook. I don't think I have Humberview School tagged as one of my schools that I attended.
Town map.
There's really no reason why Facebook would have suggested him to me or me to him, whatever.
Oh, right. I remember where to go now.
Randomly.
So I don't have to go down that path. I don't want to go. I don't want to go down that path.
My name off the top of his head randomly, and found me. And so I said to him,
almost 13 hours now, Albert. You're getting up there, man.
I'll go back and read it because I like this part of the story. I said, it's awesome. I've been thinking a lot about Bolton.
Yeah, exactly,
where
Daniel.
the school is. Plan to Protect, I think like that, yeah. He said, honestly, it's the weirdest thing. Your name just popped in my head this morning out of nowhere. I said, that's awesome. I've been thinking a lot about the school for like the last week. And I said, maybe there's something that you and I are meant to discuss. I don't believe that things happen by accident. God's got a plan for everything. That's where my Jesus is, Fez. He's in there. I said, maybe it's just to remind me of a bunch of people's names I've been thinking about, because I was thinking about people I knew from there, but I have these faces and these images of people and stories about people in my head, but no names. I'm terrible with remembering names. Anyway, I kept listing off people and he kept saying the names, and I was like, yes, that's right. Anyway, he said, well, this must be a sign from God or something. We went to the same school and have 0 mutual friends. It wouldn't have come up in the people I might know feed. I deliberately searched for you and had to find you. And then he says, I couldn't agree more. I hadn't seen your message about God before I sent mine, which I thought was cool that we went to the same place in our conversation. And then we, talked about a few different things. And then I told him about the stream. And he said, that's so cool. I'd love to check it out. I saw your YouTube. But then I asked him if he minds if I tell the story. But I just think it's crazy that I was thinking about the school a couple days ago. Random guy I went to the school with thinks of my name seemingly out of nowhere for no reason. So I'm still trying to figure out what it is. Maybe I won't know. Maybe I never will. Maybe it's enough that I mentioned God in a conversation to him that planted a seed that I don't know where it'll go, but I feel like there's no reason why our two paths should have crossed naturally in the natural order of things in the world, right? Apart from that, so I don't know what it's for or where it's going, but I'm thankful. I think it's really cool that he reminded, like I told him, oh, I had this history teacher. I really, really liked him. He kind of seemed like a grumpy old guy, but he was kind of cool. And he really taught me a lot about history and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, did you mean Ted Reddy? And I'm like, yes. He's like got all these names just like stored up there in his head, which I thought was really cool. So that part of it's been cool for me, but patience and an open heart for God to reveal it is my thought. Yeah, exactly.
Man,
I
Reno
don't
said,
know.
especially my old high school, the front entrance comes in right to the cafeteria / common areas. So I would feel super awkward going in there for any reason or for any
It
business.
did in this school too. The main entrance that I would normally go in daily when I went there walks towards a payphone section, which it probably doesn't have payphones anymore.
Yeah, probably
And
not.
to the right was the cafeteria, and then the library was on your immediate right. So you could go in the doors and then right into the library. And then the office was quite a ways down the hall on the left. But yeah, it would be weird. Just walking in, you'd be in like a sea of students on their way to class probably, and I'd be like, okay, bye, see you later. But then I thought, okay, well, maybe I messaged them beforehand, and I'm like, hey, I'm a former student. They could look me up in their records, right? They'd see that. Be like, I just was curious about the school, how it is, and that was a period of my life where I don't really have any pictures of myself. I don't have a lot of memories from the school, and I'd like to take a look at my yearbook from my year, right? Not just like randomly look through yearbook. But anyway,
I don't know, man.
that might be something that never comes to anything. I might never go there and see it, but just thinking about the past. But I think it's interesting. Like, I didn't have a very good time at that school. We talked about it earlier, Faz. You missed a bit of it, but bullied a lot and had a lot of problems at that school. But there's a couple good memories that still stick out.
Oh my goodness! That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Goblin. So a guy came into my chat and said, I saw your stream and thought you had the Giga Chat filter on. LOL.
You've had people say that to you before.
I have. I've had a lot of people come in, or at least like comment on like shorts and TikToks and say, or come into my YouTube stream and just be like, oh, why do you look like Giga Chat? Oh man. Then if I shave my beard, they're just like, where'd the second chin come from? Oh, that's funny. That just made my night. Hate to be that guy. Can you explain the reference to? 100% I can.
Ice beam.
This one.
Do you think I should forget Splash and learn Ice Beam?
Probably. Open image in new tab. This is Giga Chad. And so there's a filter that filter that TikTok made that makes it so that your face, you know, has the big square jaw like his, and
Yeah.
you know, makes you kind of look like this dude. So I guess from certain angles, that's why Goblin Corn came in and thought that I had the Giga Chad filter on, but nope, just my physique, you know.
And you said Jen and I went to the same school, and she talked about stuff that I'm like, what? Did we even go to the same school? Because I don't remember it.
You use the filter to become a Giga Chad squared. Yeah, man, I don't even know what I would look like. Let me see. Where's my phone? Twitter or TikTok. Oh my goodness, get rid of that. Filters.
I remember after grade 10 going to school and then heading to work right after in K-Town.
I put an actual like different filter on.
Was that at the shoe store, Tanya? Naturalizer in the mall.
I don't know how to put like one of the special. I don't know how to put one of the filters on, guys.
Mall too. I worked at Sport Check. It might have been around the same time too. I don't remember. I have a bad memory.
Okay.
I have these like
I think I found it.
parts of memories, and yeah, like that's my problem. I do have a lot of memories, but they're like blips of memory. Like I said, like I remember people's faces and
This is the
things
Giga
about
Chad
them,
filter.
things that they
Yeah, that's
did, or the things that they
Absolutely
were-
massive jaw. My jaw
Where are
is
you
like
going?
absolutely massive. I just have like the biggest chin in the world. What the heck? My face just like looks like a potato. A potato with a beard. Oh my goodness. All right.
I'm bad with names. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. And even like I was saying at that school, I didn't have a lot of friends. I had 2 really close friends for my entire time.
I
at
know.
that school.
I just became.
And one was named Matt, and I can only remember his first name. And the other guy I'm blanking on. Ken. I just remembered it. Ken, but I can't remember his last name.
I just became longer. Yes, that's a very accurate description of what I did. Stretched me to fit it all. That's exactly what
Worked at
happened.
Naturalizer from 2002 to 2004, 2005. Well, I finished high school in 2002.
Did you ever watch?
When
Did you ever watch SpongeBob SquarePants? Yes. Actually, my son was watching
started
it today,
working at,
so I watched it today.
the downtown.
We watched the
youth
episode
advisory
where
committee place in
SpongeBob and
Napanee.
Patrick
And my parents
play hide
told
and
me
seek.
I should quit that job because they just went to St. Lawrence and
Why?
thought that I should sign up for a computer course there. So they told me to quit my job and go to college, and so I did. And I think while I was in college from 2004 to 2005, I think was when I worked at Sport Check part-time. So I think it might have overlapped. James is trying to find out. Of course he is.
Repel.
We're gonna unlearn tackle. I think. We got ice beam, tackle, bite, and thunderbolt. I think we're getting rid of tackle.
It's a good idea.
Bite makes a pretty good tackle, I think, in my books.
Yeah.
Overlap,
Alright.
slightly missed each other.
Need to go and get the rare candy from his office. Pokemon. Who did I teach this to? Oh, did I take strength? Drew, use strength. You can move boulders. I found rare candy. All right. So for anyone that hasn't been watching since the very beginning, in our Nuzlocke run, we've got one rule that isn't in a traditional Nuzlocke run, and that is that we can revive a Pokemon that has died or fainted by using a rare candy on it. I have exercised this house rule 3 times now. Twice on the same Vulpix.
I still need to find another rare candy so I can go get my Pikachu back out.
To get your which?
My Pikachu.
Yeah, your Viridian Pikachu that you just carelessly let faint?
Walked right into, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, first Pokemon, just randomly like, oh, it's a Pikachu. And then he fainted. Yeah, that was a bad time.
Did you ever see the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward becomes handsome? His jaw in that episode reminded you of the Giga Chad filter? Yes. Yeah, I know the one. I know the one you're talking. I know the one you're talking about. All right. I exercised my right to revive my war turtle.
How many rare candies are there in Gen 1?
I'm not sure.
Hey Google.
I was about to do the same
How many
thing.
rare candies can you find in Pokemon Generation 1? Google Search Center. I don't have any information on that.
That's weird because I'm sure if I typed it in, I'd find it. Lazy. All right. So after this, we will go to the bike path, get our we need to get Fox to level 35 so we can use the Firestone on Fox.
Okay, bye.
Who's
Who's
leaving?
that?
It's Tanya.
Good night, boys. Have fun.
Night.
Okay, Tanya. Talk to you later. Later.
I don't know what I want to do with this for my 5th Pokemon. I should really be getting this Pidgeotto or this Pidgey into a Pidgeotto eventually. It is a high enough level to get into a Pidgeotto, but I'm waiting for the right level. I don't remember what level that was. I think it was like 26 or something like that. Where's the Pokeflute? And then I should really be leveling it up, but
Gigatron filter reminds me of American Dad. Stan says Fez. Yeah,
yep.
that's true. That's true,
Oh, what can we catch in
Very
here?
good.
Oh, we can catch a battle with this guy apparently. Get ready to catch my fists. Don't worry, I'll just send Scott out to fight for me.
Critical hit to Eradicate. Knocked him out in one hit.
Good job, buddy.
Because Eradicate can be a big problem.
Yeah.
With his Hyper Fang. Why can't we see Harry? That is a great. Oh, because I clicked away. Sorry. I was just reading another message over on another.
What does Skull Bash do? A lot of damage, apparently.
Skull Bash? Doesn't it hurt you too, though? Is it not a.
No.
You get like.
Fury Attack does a lot of damage. I don't like that. Stop. Stop. That was dumb.
What was done?
It was almost fatal is what it was. Fury Attack hit 5 times and took
That was like the egg bomb attack that almost got me earlier.
used Leer. Uh-oh. That's not good. 'Cause Ember. That better take him out. Alright, that's good. Critical hit. That's what we needed.
Another critical hit. I hit him with 2 critical hits in a row. 2 different Raticates. Excellent. Scott defeated Team Rocket. Yeah, he did.
Ember. Oh, thank goodness. The Fearow used Fury Attack and it missed.
I just remembered that I got a Leap Stone, so I could evolve Eliza. Did it. That would free up another item.
Quick attack.
What? Eliza evolving?
That was a critical hit, but that didn't do very much. Oh no, you used quick attack. Oh my goodness, I'm getting my my Vulpix out of here. This is the mean bird. This is a mean bird. I don't like it. It used quick attack and did 48 damage. I only have 68 HP.
Wow.
I think because the other thing did Leer twice. I think that was the issue.
I'm at the part where you spin around in circles on the thing.
Yeah, it's not like you're going Mach 1 like in the newer games. It takes forever to get through there.
You spin a lot too.
Yeah, you do.
Your insides would be stew by that point.
Yep.
I feel like. Scott found a nugget. Yay!
Pokemon, we need to use a water on him. I've got
I'm just
water.
here for the items.
Fresh water. 48 HP, perfect.
No more room for items. Okay. Well, we're going to escape rope out of here. Actually, I probably don't need to do that. I can probably get out of here very quickly. Because it's pretty much just stairs up to where I need to go.
Spearow. Alright. I can take Spearow out.
Because if I go to the last room in this place with no room in my bag for items, then I can't get the soul scope either.
Yeah, you have to drop stuff.
No problem. I need to go back to the PC.
I've dropped a lot of items.
Just randomly, like on the floor.
Yep.
It'd be cool if you could go back.
Just
If
yeah,
they didn't show up, they were like hidden items. You'd have to remember where they
yeah,
to go back.
yeah. That'd be a really cool thing. But you know, the very first game, I don't think they would think to put that in.
No, we'll have to message one of the ROM hackers and ask them to include that in.
Yeah.
It also could end up with a lot of memory slots taken up. I guess on a newer one like Game Boy Advance, it'd probably be easier.
Yeah.
Those cartridges can be huge. The file sizes, like 16 megs. Compared to
Massive.
like a Game Boy game where
I
it's
know.
like maximum size is like 128 kilobytes or something.
Yeah. All right. Furo. All right.
Super Mockingjay.
Skullbash.
I plan to stream until 11. That's my general schedule is 8.
Yeah.
to
That
11 p.m.
sounds
Eastern
like a
time, so
good time for me.
another 20 minutes. But sometimes I end up chit-chatting at the end and staying up a little later, or I'll play till 11 and then do my prayer time and stuff and closing, and that takes 10-15 minutes sometimes, so 11-ish.
Oh, Furo screwed up.
I need to heal again. I need to go to the PC.
Furo screwed up big time.
Access the item storage system. Pause it. Moonstone.
Can you take that X special out?
Oh yeah. I don't wanna use that. I could probably also deposit Pokeballs and just start using Great Balls from.
Yeah.
Oh, how many? All of them?
That's what this the noise of this dude just made. True story. What am I doing on? Whoops.
I really need the coin case, do I? Not play. I don't want to get.
No, I'm pretty sure I put my coin case away.
There we go. Save.
Ooh, Dodrio. I kind of feel like he's gonna use that. Oh, drill peck. That's a good move.
You know what I hated in gold when you
Son of
fought
a
the person
gun!
that had the mill tank? Did you lose someone?
Yeah, he drill peck critical hit. Took me out in one hit.
That Pokemon's weak. What's your defense stat, bro?
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I love that line.
Do you think you'll try to
Nobody
add sound
makes me
effects
bleed
that
my
viewers
own
can
blood.
play? When you said Spearow screwed up, I wanted to play the GG sound effect. I've got sound effects on YouTube that you can play with chat commands.
It's true, he does.
It's true.
can vouch for that.
They don't work 100% of the time. It's really, I don't get it, but they're there. Drill pack did, yeah, a solid 35 damage to my war turtle.
Yeah, in gold in the second generation, I don't like fighting the one person that has the mill tank that has rollout. The move that gets stronger every time they use it.
Yeah.
It's so painful.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about because I just fought them like 4 or 5 days ago. Let's see.
This person has a poison.
Gen 1 rare candy locations.
You can't use that.
Why not? It's not cheating. I'm just using my resources.
Feels like cheating. I was more just curious how many there are. Isn't there a cap to stats up or down? +5 or -5 each? Maybe. Oh, like if you were to use like 15 or whatever on your defense stat or strength stat or whatever, or like different stuff. I don't know. Is there a limit, Harry? Do you know?
On
Or
what?
is there just an upper limit for all of them? Like
I think there's an upper limit for them, yeah, for the stats.
Supersonic Mockingjay was asking. Yeah, I would think there's just it's like 100 or 255 or something like that, right? But I don't think that it's a set limit from where it was when you caught the Pokemon. Like, it's not like their base stat is 35 and through the use of items you can only make it 40 or something like that. I don't. Well, maybe during battle, is that what you mean, Supersonic? Like if somebody tries to lower your attack, that can only go down by 5? That's probably true. Yes, I think so.
Is this in the power plant? I think it's in the
Yes.
power plant. Yeah, it is.
I think now I understand what we're talking about. Yeah, I believe that's right. Plus or -5 sounds.
Or did
about
I
right.
get that one? I don't think I did get that one. Oh, it's a good idea to check to see if I can get that one.
I don't know who to use against.
Alright, we'll see what
I think
Pokemon
I
we get
did
here. If I get a Fearow, I'll
Okay.
keep the Fearow for my flying type. I have never had Eradicate before, I guess. I have had Rattata, but I've never had Eradicate.
So the duplicate rule says that, say I've had a Rattata.
Yeah.
Or a
Does it
Rattata,
say that it
and I
also
go
applies
into
to
an
Eradicate?
area- No, this is a separate.
Okay.
If I've had a Rattata
Yeah.
and I go into a new area, I can say I've already had him, so if he comes up as my first Pokemon, it doesn't count. I can catch the next one. But
Yes.
if I choose to catch him in that area, I can't catch anyone else in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Excuse me. That's much louder for you than it is for the stream. I leaned away from my microphone.
Yep,
but
that was really loud.
I forgot that the laptop picks up everything. I need a quick mute for that.
Eradicate is being quite difficult, yeah. And I'm running out of Great Balls. And he's using Hyper
Eradicate can
Fang.
be just a monster. We don't like Eradicate around here.
No,
I don't really
Eradicate.
like Rattata for that matter.
Yeah.
Somebody's just trying to learn Sand Attack. Yeah.
I don't know. Alright. Got 2 Great Balls left. Go.
Ooh, we're running low on items.
Ah!
He doesn't have a lot of health left.
No, he doesn't.
You don't have anything you can do to, like, can you put him to sleep or anything? Does that help in Gen 1?
It does, but Oh, I could lick him, and that might paralyze him.
But it also hurts him.
Yeah, but it's a level 20 Ghastly.
Oh.
And nothing he can do can hurt my Ghastly, so. Oh, but Ghost doesn't affect him either.
Confuse Ray doesn't hurt, right? It just confuses them. Does that
Yeah,
help?
but then they hurt themselves.
Oh, that's right. Might hurt himself.
Yeah. No, we're stuck here. We're just gotta use the last Great Ball and then all the Pokeballs.
That was like when I was playing. Fez might remember this. I was playing Sword and Shield, and I came across this Pokemon, this Wobbuffet, that seemed like it was like invincible. I couldn't barely do anything to it. I couldn't.
And you can't
catch it.
run.
I kept throwing Pokeballs.
Oh, the
and-
Pokeball got it, but the Great Balls couldn't. First Pokeball I threw.
That's I kept throwing Pokeballs. Nothing would catch this guy, and I couldn't run. Yeah, because he did some sort of a look at me or something like that, like mean look or something. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't run from the fight, and so I was just waiting for him to run out of move to hurt himself, because I think all I had left was Magikarp, and Magikarp wasn't hurting him with Splash.
Uh-oh.
So I was waiting for him to run out of moves, and then he hit himself and knocked himself out. I spent like 40 minutes trying to catch this one Pokemon.
Oh, that sucks.
And then he fainted because he knocked himself out. Maybe you should eradicate the issue before it goes too far. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you haven't drew too much attention.
Okay.
I didn't see what this Team Rocket guy was sending out next. Oh, just eradicate. You know,
Just eradicate. No biggie.
no problem.
Okay, let's see.
Use Tail Whip against my Gyarados.
Bicycle.
At this point, I think I'm gonna have to get through the rest of the game with like 3 Pokemon, and then the rest of them are just kind of there to use
Moral support.
yeah, moral support and HMs. Because I've used Gyarados, Diglett, Gloom, and Venusaur for the most part. I've got Dr. Ho on the team, who is a Voltorb at level 14, and a level 17 Jack Sparrow, who I could probably level up fairly easily
Yeah.
somewhere nearby.
I
This
mean,
would be useful in
The Raticate
rest
that
of
I
the
just
game.
named Kate, I just caught it at level 25, so. And don't forget, like, on Victory Road, like, there's like level 50s, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think you can catch like a level 50 Kadabra in there, or Onyx.
I could also be doing the put your Pokemon at the top of your team and switch out too, which I haven't.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing a lot.
I've just been feeding all those experience points into my high level Pokemon and pumping.
I just need to get a rare candy and get my Vulpix back to life, and then get it to level 35 so I can teach it whatever move I needed to teach it. I think it was like Flamethrower or something like that, and then evolve it to Ninetales. That'll solve a lot of its fainting problems.
That low kick was bad. Supersonic Mockingjay says, given the positivity and high revenue came from the first Mario movie, I would highly anticipate a sequel coming late 2024, early 2025. Sonic movies did so well, so Mario has great potential too, but both could see a third or fourth long term. Yeah, probably. I saw a post today that said, imagine if Nintendo did a cohesive universe. Like, and then they had this screenshot that looked like it was from like a Comic-Con like reveal of like all the different movies that are coming out over the next couple years. It was like Zelda 2024.
Oh, could you imagine
Kirby
some Zelda
2025.
movies? That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. It'd be so good. And then it like culminated after like 6 different movies with like Donkey Kong and then Smash Brothers Part 1, like almost like a Avengers
Oh my goodness.
Endgame Part 1 or whatever. And I was like, actually, that I could see that being super cool. And they already introduced Donkey Kong, and I think that he could definitely hold his own movie, a Splatoon movie.
100% he could.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
They did a pretty good job with him in that movie, but I think if they did some sort of thing where he like leaves where he's at in the Mario movie and goes to his other like Donkey Kong Country style roots where he like lives on an island kind of thing, and then it's kind of
It would be the universe's Thanos. Bowser? That's what Man Rainer just said.
Bowser or
Ganondorf would be
there
there.
have been other.
Oh, I better.
You got to think about the enemies from the whole universe, right? King Dedede, maybe from Kirby.
It would obviously be Master Hand.
Oh right, Master Hand.
Yeah.
The boss of Smash Bros. He just wants to wipe out the universe.
I mean, that's really the only possible answer.
Pretty good one.
Yeah.
I wonder though if there's something else out there that we haven't thought of that's in like a side game or like a lesser known game where somebody has that gravitas, that like those big plans to destroy the universe, like from Super Mario RPG or something like that, or
Star Fox film would also be good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Supersonic.
Star Fox was on that list too, yeah. Switch Pokemon, I guess.
Star Fox would be a really good one just because of the large supporting cast.
Yeah, a team space movie.
Yeah.
Where like that would go over really well. And Star Fox has, despite the lack of games, I think it has a big enough like universe and backstory from the few that it has had that they could easily do something, or it has enough openings in its plot to fill it in with a new movie. With new stuff,
exactly.
Right?
With new lore. Star Fox would be bad because I would be too excited to see Slippy go down in flames. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Marin Reno got a little dark there. He had a great big old happy face there on in his message too.
Was that the frog?
Yeah.
Hopefully he wouldn't slip up, says Super Mockingjay. I'm loving the pun energy. Just keep that going. Super.
Yeah.
Listen to puns all day.
I really hope I didn't already get this didn't already get this rare candy that I'm going across the entire map to go get. That'd be devastating.
TM10.
No, I thought it was hilarious, man.
It contains double edge. Teach double edge to a Pokemon. Wow, almost all of them can learn it.
It's a normal type move,
Except
so.
for Dr. Ho. Who doesn't have good moves? Thumbface is kind of lacking in useful moves. Other than Dig. Which is actually pretty much the only move it needs, but Scratch, Sand Attack, Body Slam, so we're gonna get rid of Scratch and we'll use double edge. Pretty much just to get it out of my inventory.
Aha! It's still here! Alright, you stupid fox. Stay alive, alright? This is probably one of the last times you're gonna be able to do this.
Yeah,
Fox.
I guess Super Mockingjay, instead of doing Smash Bros, which I think would be maybe not the easiest thing to do, they could maybe copy the idea of the Mario Rabbids movie where they get sucked into the same universe, but instead of there being like a fighting tournament. Because I feel like Smash Bros as a movie turns into like
Hunger Games.
No, well, yeah, but I was thinking like the old Mortal Kombat movies, where like they kind of put the tournament into a story that has like side elements that they have to work really hard to make work.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing something that's more natural.
Well, they could do the story mode from Smash Bros. Because they have a couple different story modes now, right?
Yeah.
So they could do that.
They have stories, but I feel like they'd want to stretch it to be different somehow.
Yeah.
Because they got to pull all. They've got, if they're doing it as like an MCU, as like a Nintendo cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna want to explain why did all these characters get pulled into this other world instead of where the original Smash Bros.
Hey Steve, how was basketball, man?
All just toys on a kid's desk that come to life and fight each other. Because that would be a bit of a cop out. That's like Super Mario 2 being a dream.
Yeah.
I really want to find a copy of Mario. My friend, I made a terrible mistake. When Mario vs. Rabbids came out, like the first one, Mario plus Rabbids, rather, sorry. When it came out, a friend of mine bought me a copy of it that was like $23 at Toys R Us. Like, for some reason, it was on like 75% off, like days after it came out. And he picked up a couple copies of it and gave me one. And I played it for a bit, and I really liked it. And then for who knows what reason, like what was I thinking? I traded it in to get another game. And I never even finished it. And it was such a good game. And now I can't find a copy of it for like less than like $40 or $50. Because that's how Nintendo games are.
Right.
And it turned out to be a good game, and then the price went back up.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get another copy of it through it.
Good, won 6 in a row. Carter averaged like 8 points a game. LOL. When you're 6'4", 260, you can do that in the paint.
Are we
talking basketball?
Talking about basketball?
Yeah.
Vince Carter?
No, his son. The guy, my buddy Steve's son.
Oh, not Vince Carter's son. I was like, oh, no.
No. Not Vince Carter's son.
But bigger.
I mean, maybe Vince Carter's son. Steve is not anywhere close to 6'4".
Now we're getting into interesting characters.
So, I mean, Steve, care to comment?
Is Vince Carter that tall though? Hey Google, how tall is Vince Carter? I feel like he's only like 6 feet.
Taller than Steve.
How many is that in feet?
I'm not a scorer. I'm a rebounder assist guy. You just kind of throw it at the hoop and hope someone else grabs it and gets the points. Eh? I get that. There you go. So he could be Vince Carter's son.
5? That's pretty much the same height that he said, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. A couple inches shorter.
I didn't know he was that tall for some reason. Probably because I've had no reason to know how tall he was in my life ever.
Alright, Fox. You failed me for the last time.
Will somebody please drop the elevator key, please? somebody?
That's how he got his name, Vince Carter and Carmelo Anthony. Oh. Very cool. So his name is Carter Anthony.
Oh, nice.
The more you know.
And then he turned out to play basketball. What are the chances? Okay, this is the guy that has the key to. I know it.
Yes, it is. That is indeed the guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Who has the key?
I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy. About to use carving. Oh, you know what? These things know self-destruct.
Coffins?
Yeah. If he uses self-destruct, I'm gonna be so freaking sad. I don't know where I'm gonna find like a fourth rare candy to use on this thing. Braden got the short stick named after no one. Wait, Braden's name is spelled with a Y? It sort of seems like a female spelling of Braden. If you were to name a girl Braden. Which would be unique.
Jack Sparrow grew to level 18. Rocket is about to use Zubat. Change Pokemon? Yep.
Yippers. His mom did it.
Take that, Team Rocket guy.
Want to hear something funny? Always. You know I always do. Oh, critical hit. Cool. Love it. My brother's name is William Steven and I'm Steven William. What? Are your parents psychopaths? Who would do that? Like, what?
So, here's my theory. Is it so that because some people choose to give their kid two names and then call them by their middle? So is it like, we'll have two kids, we'll name them with interchangeable names, and then if we lose one, we can just start calling that other one the name of the one that we actually wanted to have?
What is this? The early 20th century? It's the 1920s. We have 12 kids to man the farm. We used to have 16.
Oh no, I dropped
But we
the
lost
key.
Jessup, Isaiah, and and a couple others. We forgot to name them though.
Are you joking?
Back then they were. They just. Oh my goodness.
I need an antidote, and I don't think I have any.
I went to jail. We got pulled over and they thought I was lying, so they held me till they figured out I wasn't lying. Yeah, I bet you
Sounds
went
like
straight
Brian.
home and yelled at your parents. This is all your fault.
That sounds a lot like a Brian story. I had to go to jail and wait for them to figure out that I'm not lying about.
But but actually working at the church. I heard
church story.
I heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh my goodness. That's too funny. My goodness. My shop used the leer. Oh no, he looked at me funny.
sounds like my kids.
Jen, he's leering at me again.
With each other, they're like, they just lose it. He's looking at me. I'm like, how is that hurting you?
It's like it's like the one part from Lilo and Stitch. He's touching me, not touching. He's touching me, not touching. We are both named after our father and grandfather. So I'm assuming your father's named after your grandfather and you're named after your father. That makes a little more sense to my brain anyway.
Jack Sparrow has growl and leer.
Have you seen the description for those? No. Growl is like the Pokemon growls cutely to lower the Pokemon's attack, so that like basically makes them think that they're cute, so that they don't hurt them as hurt them as badly. And then the other one is looks at them cutely, so that they lower their defense. No, your mom's dad. Okay. Gotcha. No, I will not change Pokemon. Send him a chop. I will, however, use a lemonade. Here, Fox, have a lemonade.
Where do these stairs go?
Low kick.
Oh man, there's some sort of an item in this room, isn't there? Why did you come here? I don't know. I just saw stairs and wanted to explore. It's after 11.
Lemonade. Oh yeah, look at that. 11:08.
We just talked about this.
Uh-oh. My chop looked at me cutely. Oh, burned him.
What just happened?
What?
What? Razor Wind is a move that takes place over 2 turns, is it?
I guess so. Oh, Rip Jack Sparrow. He's not high enough level to justify using a rare candy on him. He's not an important enough Pokemon to do that either.
Nah. Except for being able to fly later, but I'll figure that out.
Yeah. Which gym is it that you get to do fly with? Is it the fire gym? Fire type?
Do you think it's that far away? I guess.
I think it, like, I've got fly. I just...
You can only fly to places where you've already been, though, right?
Yeah.
Fly to upgrade.
Yeah. Are you ready for your chest to hurt laughing? Oh no. Steve's got another story for us. Is it an Albert story? It's all messed up, but my little brother, we have a different dad. He's named after his dad. I'm like, my sister is named after my mom, and my baby sister is named after my aunt. Are you guys all named Steven? That's a lot of unoriginality.
I was named after
your dad.
My first name is named after my dad, and one of my middle names is from my dad's grandfather, I think, which is also my dad's middle name. So we both have Scott and Lawrence. And then I have another middle name, Christopher.
Yeah.
Which is from a different grandparent on my mom's, and then my last name. It's obvious, I think. But,
man, I've gotten like a ton of text messages since I started my stream. It's wild.
My dad had a volleyball when I was growing up that said SFC on it, and I always thought that he stole it.
See you Friday. I had to be able to take the kids to school. Friday, Just want to make sure that I don't have anything else going on. I don't think I've got anything else going on, so we should be good to see you Friday. You have a good night, Steve.
And mine is
Hey, man.
SCLC.
Pokemon. Oh, Fox is level 34. 3,000 experience to level 35. So close. You know what? Should just go get the Firestone so I don't have to go back for it.
On TikTok, when I couldn't remember my username or my password to sign in one time, I had to search for my own name, and I came across another guy who had almost the same name as me.
Yeah.
He was like just in a different order or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hello.
Firestone. Withdraw. I've got 3 moonstones.
Oh, but you said evolving them.
Only rare candies are what we're using to
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah.
I only did that. I kind of wasted that super potion on bringing Gyarados back up because I could have given him more HP later, but I didn't want to have to. Which floor do you want? Basement 4, probably.
I don't think so. I think it's basement 2.
Super Mockingjay says, with a lot of people having the same first name, it's hard sometimes. Once I was at a family gathering, 5 people had the same first.
Oh man.
Same first, same last, and some even the same middle names.
That's wild.
I know you. You ruined our plans at San Diego.
Uh-oh. I'm poisoned. Do sludge. That's gonna hurt probably, eh? Oh my goodness, I'm at 8 HP. Fox, we are so
And
close.
poison.
Yeah.
Do you have antidotes? Oh, you do.
Yeah, I do. Attack missed. Alright. Critical hit, please. No.
Sure.
His attack keeps missing. This is good.
Thumbprints.
Alright, let's burn him. No?
James, come back.
Okay.
That's enough. Go, Thumbface. I choose
Sludge.
you.
Alright. I survived last time. What? Critical hit? This is... Ah! Son of a gun!
Oh no, he's out.
Why?
Vulpix is just.
Taking a
I would trade
beating.
him out.
There's
You need a
been
new Vulpix.
3 times now he's died to a 3 times now in a row, or 3 times now he's died to critical hits. Ah, he had like 62 HP, and ah.
I feel like even though Absorb is super effective against Sandslash, there's a good chance that Sandslash could have a move up his sleeve that would like one-shot my grass type Pokemon anyway.
Slash.
Like Slash would be like a critical.
Yeah, Slash will do it.
Yeah. I did have 7 levels. It's not iron. Good. Let's use it. Get rid of it. That's definitely defense up. We're gonna just power our Gyarados up. Any items that I get that give special like increases. videos.
I'm so peeved right now. I can't believe that happened.
I'm gonna save and get ready for shutting down. You're welcome to finish it. I'll watch you.
Oh.
You're just fighting a random biker? I thought you were in like a gym battle or something.
No, he's just a big mean biker. Good news, I know where another rare candy is, and it's right here.
You're gonna fight it? Oh. Yeah. It's not a rare candy? Still at it.
Alright.
Yeah, it happens to him.
Just gonna get rid of that.
That Vulpix needs to be put down, put out of its misery.
He has been. I just keep reanimating him.
He's like, just let me die. Please.
Ah, no!
I've been picking up games at the pawn shops and stuff around town because I got this PS3 and I was like, I want to play some PS3 games. I got Batman Arkham City.
Yeah?
Because I really liked Arkham Asylum, and that's the sequel, right?
Yep.
I picked up Assassin's Creed 1 because I played the sequel and really loved it and never played the original.
Assassin's Creed 1, it's, I
don't think it's as good.
No, I mean, it's a good story, but it's going to be a bit of a adjustment for you.
Yeah.
For plays,
I've
for
heard,
playing.
yeah. I might have actually played a little bit of the first one. It starts off in a castle, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I think like a fortress or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
But then gave up on it. And then I got Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix, HD 1.5, which comes with the first game, and then Rechain of Memories and 358/2, which I had played on the Nintendo DS. So I'm interested to crack that open and
yeah.
Because I liked Kingdom Hearts. I played the first one about 3/4 of the way through. I thought I was done. I was like, boss battle, and I got to the end and it was like, now you've opened up new worlds to explore. I was like, what? That's not the end? So.
Come on, where are you?
Time for prayer time. It's funny. Discord goes all jittery when I move it to the background. When I open up another window in front of it,
yeah,
it's like it wants to have focus, and that's all it is. It's not that I'm using up any more computing power or anything like that.
Chromebooks.
It's just jealous. It's super jealous.
I found rare candy. Item.
That's so funny. I have a rare.
Rare. Oh, you know what? He's level 35 now. That means I can evolve him. I don't have to worry about him being a dumb Vulpix anymore.
That's funny. Super Mockingjay. I've seen Kingdom Hearts 1 at school, but didn't see Kingdom Hearts 2. But was confusing to find where to go at times.
Oh
I
man.
have Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on PS2 here somewhere. I could stream them because I have the HDMI cable for my PS2 HDMI converter thing. Those
What?
would be interesting.
Fox is
But I
evolving.
never really played 2 either. Fox evolved into Fox News.
Oh no. It got canceled. All right. Fox now has 101 HP, the most of any Pokemon in my party. Let's see its stats. What about defense? 65 defense. What about Wartortle? Wartortle has 77 defense. I'd imagine
Probably
that's
still the lowest defense of any of your Pokemon.
Sandslash has 84. Weeping
Gyarados
Bell.
only has 54.
Weeping Bell has 41.
Thumbface's defense is 20.
Wow.
Eliza's 62. What kept happening to you?
Well, I'm so glad that is over with. Now I can work on getting my Weeping Bell up to... What level do I need to get Weeping Bell to? I think it was 36?
Supersonic Mockingjay, you are correct. This is a Nuzlocke run with
one house
I
rule.
believe Harrison found an optional.
I made it.
People like, oh, you made it.
I
thought that.
I discussed it with you. I said, "Do you want to do this?" And you're like, "Yeah, that sounds fun."
So we agreed that there would be a rule. Pokemon died, we revive it with a rare candy. That was the only way to revive a Pokemon. I had an idea originally when I started my own Nuzlocke run, Pokemon Yellow, and I didn't even call it a Nuzlocke run because I modified so many of the rules. I was just calling it a born again gamer run or a bag run. I thought it would be a good idea to, every time you beat a gym leader, you could choose one of your Pokemon, and that would give you a limited amount as well. You'd have 8 opportunities throughout the course of the game, which is actually, I guess, quite. Rare candy revives is our house rule that we're going with. But
that way you have to find them and choose who to use them on, and if you want a Pokemon that you actually want to keep in your party, then you're forced to level it up instead of using it on another Pokemon that you might want to use the rare candy for the actual level up on.
Exactly.
Such as,
you might even cheat and Google where the rare candies are.
It's not cheating, it's using your resources. I don't know how you're not getting this. Someone clearly hasn't been using their resources in life.
I have not been. No, I've been going off memory.
Bicycle.
Oh, in life. No, I cheat in life all the time.
No. Like 20 seconds later. Oh, in life. No. I'm very resourceful.
I'm very strict when it comes to Pokemon, but in regular life.
Oh man.
Pokemon and basketball. No. Anyway, let's hit that prayer list. Have there been any new ones? I don't think so. I don't think anybody's requested anything this.
Can you take your prayer requests and needs and lower it down so that it's not covered by the born again gamer thing? And so it's, you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's bugging me. I don't know why that's bugging me, but the very, very tiny OCD part of my brain is like, that's not right. There's something very wrong with that.
I would do it on this screen. I wouldn't normally have you do like that, and then it
Yeah.
would be covered up.
Is that the only reason why?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. I'm fine. That helps my that helps me.
I'll have to have a whole separate layout just for the versus.
just for me.
People don't need to watch you play Pokemon while I'm playing anyway.
No, I just saved anyways. We're closing her out. Alrighty.
Neat. Okay. Yeah. I think that's our usual list. We have a couple new ones on there. Shalena's strep throat, I think, is actually getting better. I think Sunday morning she was feeling better, so that's good. Baby William, Marin's internship, and we also had Marin's test results, but those came back.
Yeah.
Good, we heard earlier, so that was good. All right, yeah, let's go down the list. Dear Lord, we thank you for being a God that answers prayer, that is there for us, that we can bring our needs to and present them to you, and that we don't need to worry about them day to day. We just want to pray, God, for our friends, sick kids, or illnesses themselves, like friends with cancer or respiratory illnesses, for my friend Dave with cancer battle, or for Harrison with his headaches. Be with them and touch them, God. Give them a healing touch, or just help them with strength and patience, and that to bear through these and see the reasoning for them, see the good that you have to still yet to bring out of it, to help them maybe reach people in your name, God. We want to pray as well for Holly's uncle, for baby William. I don't know on that, and we just got for Marin's internship that would be going well. We thank you for the praise report for the cams that they had, that that's not progressing, and we want to pray for Popsicle
progressing, and we want to pray for Popsicle Fire, that they would find a home of their own. They are staying in a home, but kind of on someone else's kindness and generosity, and we know that it's not always easy to live in a home that's not yours. So we just pray for them that they would get a place of their own, that they can finally move into and feel fully comfortable in, and be able to use it to minister and stuff like that. Want to make sure that we're remembering Sunny as they deal with depression, and that you would just touch them and lift them up, give them strength to stand up under dark times and dark thoughts. For Pants and Guapo and Paul, that as we've been praying for them, that you would just be watering those seeds in their hearts, God, and bringing people into their lives that are wise and bring a good word to them, encourage them. Just praying again for tired people, for weary souls. This is we're in dark days and hard days for some, and we just pray that you would put people in their lives to encourage them and give them strength and help them through. And that the fruit of the Spirit would be more evident in our lives, that it would be something that stands out to people when we talk to them and when we interact with them, that they see you through us. Thank you for bringing people around to chat with and play games with, and to minister to. And we just pray that everyone would have a good night and a great day tomorrow. And as we head back to work after a long weekend here in Canada. Thank you. I love you. Amen.
Amen.
Regardless of politics, Trump's
Amen.
persecution, and God working in his life to show everyone watching not just one side.
I don't know that one. monkey. But yeah, we'll be praying that whatever's happening through that trial with Trump, that the truth comes out for whoever it needs to come out for, and that God would be glorified in all of it. His plan and his purpose would be what's at the forefront and what's most important to him. Amen.
Alrighty. Well, I am
Amen.
hopping off. It's fun.
Have a good one, Harriet.
Pray for my Vulpix. Sorry, it's no longer Vulpix. Thankfully, it's on the bigger and better things.
Hopefully.
No more dying.
Did we find out how many rare candies there are? Are you scraping the bottom of the barrel there?
Let me search real quick.
You've used what, 4?
On Vulpix, I've used 5 total.
Oh yeah, because your Squirtle died too, or War Turtle.
Games.
Supersonic Mockingjay. We are Eastern Standard Time, or I don't know if we're in daylight savings right now. I'm not sure, but Eastern Time, like New York, Toronto. ET, yeah. I always put EST, and then I'm like, I guess it might not be EST right now. It might be EDT or whatever. But anyway,
I think it's EST right now.
Toronto, New York works too. Between 8 and 11 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm also EDT. Cool. EST.
There's 9 of them.
8. Yeah, there's 9, and you've gone through at least 5.
Yeah. And one of them is on the SSN. If you didn't get that one, then there's 8.
I might have.
I did for sure.
I didn't.
I don't think I got the one. Or I did. I got the one on Mount Moon. I got the one on SSN. I got the one in the Celadon game. You know, no, there's more than that because they're missing the one that's in
the backyard.
The backyard that I just went and got in Cerulean, yeah. And they're missing the one on the road.
Supersonic Mockingjay is saying that there is one in each route. A lot more than 8.
I don't think that there's one in each route.
That would be like 20.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that'd be way too many.
There's one in each city and route, or like mountain, cave, location, power plant, stuff like that.
Total, there's 13, 12 for yellow, for Pokemon Yellow.
13, cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have a different in yellow.
So Mount Moon, SSN, Power Plant, Cerulean City, Pokemon Tower, Rocket Hideout, Silphco, Cycling Road, Warden's House, 2 in Cinnabar Mansion, 1 in Victory Road, and 1 in the Cerulean Cave first floor.
Oh yeah, the caves. Yeah. I think I got the one in Mount Moon.
So I don't have the Power Plant one. I don't have the Silphco. I don't have the 2 in Cinnabar. I don't have Victory Road, and I don't have Cerulean Cave. That's 6. That puts me up to 11. So what are other ones
that's what
am I
was
missing?
Curious about too, Mockingjay. Why is it different from red, blue? Why is yellow different?
Something about Cerulean Cave. I've never played yellow, so do you get to go into Cerulean Cave in yellow?
I think so, because you have to go there to get one of the legendary if you wanted to get them all. But they must have just forgot to put it in or took it out on purpose. Maybe it was one that people were using for a glitch or something like that. So
Maybe.
They took it out. I don't know. Anyway, I better shut it down too and get ready for bed. So
yep. Alrighty.
Thanks for hanging.
Night.
Night.
We'll see ya Wednesday.
Yep.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah. You too.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, depending where you're watching from. And we will see you guys later. You guys stay blessed. Peace.